This special 4th of July episode is brought to you by Nathan's Unused Competition Hot Dogs. Cooked and ready to eat, these hot dogs have made it to the platter, but never realized their full potential of being dunked in water and feverishly shoved into an American athlete's food hole. Get them while they're lukewarm. Let's start the hole.
Hey, oh Jesus fucking Christ. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's Designers Are the Worst, the show, your new least favorite podcast about an exclusively visual medium cleverly brought to you in an audio format. And I won't say my name.
Your name's Matt.
Thank you. That breaks it up nice.
Yeah. Thanks for introducing me.
What about your name?
My name is Marcus Farrell.
Yeah, that is lovely.
And we have two guests today.
I was waiting for you to...
All right. So to my left is Jordan Clark.
Hello.
Jordan, what do you do? What's your role? Do you want
What's
to
your
talk about
deal?
it?
What's my role?
What's the deal with you?
I am a.
What's the deal with Mountain U?
I'm a designer.
Great. Moving on.
I mean, that's the easiest way. UX, branding, whatever, design, graphic
It's
design.
that whatever genre. That's
Yeah.
where the juice is.
Graphic design.
And then to my right, too far away from the microphone,
Sorry.
is Aleya Samji.
We
I
count some
prefer that
horseshoes
pronounced
and-
with an accent.
British?
Aleya!
That's right. It's Italian.
You didn't say what.
It's an Italian.
Croatian.
She's a spaghetti man.
Yes.
So what are we doing today?
Today we have
We have a theme.
It's not a topic. We're just going to look at a lot of basketball logos and decide which ones are good and which ones are bad. Marcus has prepared.
Steve Perry.
Heath Ledger has prepared a multimedia slideshow,
I have.
which is great for the audio.
And then, but I also sent you a bunch of stuff because I
Yep.
figured what's the best way to get you more visual things is to just send it.
And I said, "Are all these girls 18?" And you said, "Just look at it. I need this."
I need the record on your computer, not on mine.
So we're going to get into that later. And I prepared a custom game.
Is it,
Ooh.
are we just playing NBA Jam?
No, it's.
I played that earlier in real life.
Is it
It was like
Today?
with like a garbage can.
Oh,
NBA logo or
Even closer
Doritos
is even
flavor?
better. Pretend you're not allergic to the microphone. And it's such distaste. So yeah, we're gonna do basketball stuff. We're gonna do game stuff, and we're gonna talk to our friends here about things that they do or their opinions on stuff. Like
Basketball logos. Oh, other stuff?
we discussed that already. I had an interesting thing happen to me last week, brought to me by this young man, Marcus, over here. Found out that a company in Victoria stole credit for work that I did.
Oh, yeah. That was
And I've
You
been,
did?
Yeah. So, you know the Escher building, like across from
Oh,
the
yeah.
Y? So I named it, branded it,
Yeah,
did
I know you do
majority
this.
of all that shit.
Yeah.
They have it on their website as branding with a fucking off-center check mark being like, tick, we did that. So I've just been publicly shaming them until they reply. I actually found the owners, and I'm going after them directly for fun.
Well, what ended up happening?
Did
There's
they
some
do
backstory.
some part of it?
Well,
And-
here's the backstory. So, the company I'm with is looking for a designer, and
that's how you.
and so this person sent their resume and portfolio through, and I was looking through because I read and look at everything.
He reads.
I can
'cause
read.
You read.
I can read, not to brag, but
That's got to feel good to say.
I can read. And I was looking at the portfolio and I saw Chard, which is a local development company not development as in code, but development as in buildings. And I was like, oh, what did they do for Chard or this company? And then I looked and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I saw the work, and then it said branding. I was like, well, that can't be right, because I was in the room when it was created and named, and you didn't do it. So I sent it to the person who did do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
An
bad.
agency?
Yeah, it's
I
called
don't know.
Stimuli, and they can eat a dick.
I've never heard of stimuli.
Hey, most people probably haven't because
It's
the work
called
looked very bad.
stimuli.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is it's an upsetting word.
Did
but
they do anything to do with this? Did they like do
no.
one piece and then take credit for it?
no, we did the project from zero materials to full. Like I even designed the
Not to
sales center.
slag your work, but of all the things they could steal credit for, what the
That one's probably the most believable because it's a bunch of lines. But yeah, so then Marcus messaged it to me, and I looked, and I said, "Do you mind if I attack them publicly?" And
Not at
it was
all.
the best reply. Marcus just said, "Burn them down," and I got so happy.
I don't remember saying that.
Was
Oh,
the
yep.
candidate that you were interviewing
No.
claiming credit, or just
No,
the
no. It was
stimuli
just somebody
agency?
somebody
that
who had
he-
applied.
Right. So
then-
he was including this as his portfolio.
Well, I don't want to claim that you're jumping to conclusions, but it was a she.
And
Of course it
and
was.
Isn't that okay
Yes.
nowadays?
Yeah. So, anyways,
Aleya!
Spaghetti.
Ganaki. So it was somebody who had applied, and the portfolio, I just checked it out to see what work was in there, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's like, oh, you shouldn't have claimed work that I was there to watch it happen.
So yeah, so for the
Unless
past,
she was a ghost at the time and she was actually in the room.
In the
and
room.
yes, women can be ghosts nowadays. Hashtag. So yeah, I've still yet to hear from anybody there, but I'll keep everyone posted because I'm doing it purely for meanness and fun.
I just want to know, what does your campaign of attack look like? Is it
It's just
limited to
swearing
these
at them on
podcast
Instagram.
call-outs, or
No, Instagram. I'm swearing at
Okay.
them. I'm calling them out specifically and their job title and the companies they work for.
Challenging them on the playground.
And this is, it didn't occur to me before, this is a real downside of the modern workplace with no desks or anything, is that I just wanted to walk over there and yell at them,
They
but they're a
don't have-
virtual office.
Yeah.
How do you
What?
yell at, it's like you're saying, it's a ghost. You can't yell at a ghost. They don't care.
So they're not even
have
based
this-
here. They're just
they're
in
just
in the ether
they're
somewhere.
one of those
Yeah.
cloud agencies.
You launch a DDoS attack on their site.
DUS?
DDoS. Bring them down from the outside.
No.
Hack them.
Down, down, outside. DDoS.
We did it.
Yay.
Oh,
So yeah, so that was fun. Speaking of people, there's a nice person.
oh, you don't need to go after these people.
I know it's going after itself. It's a snake eating its own tail. I just want to watch. I like it. Is that Parallax? Fucking
Yeah.
rad. So speaking of nice people, which we weren't, but we will now. There's one guy on Medium. If you go to worstdesignshow.com, that's where our website is, because I didn't want to find hosting and I didn't want to build a website. And it's been working out great because
Yeah.
we got a guy. We don't got him. He's around, and his name's Johnny Vino. And anytime we post an episode, he does like 45 claps because you can do multi-clap.
Wait, Johnny Vino. That name sounds very familiar.
So
Ew.
this is, he writes a bunch of articles. He writes nice articles, and then
He has kind eyes.
the guy does work for like Adobe, Microsoft.
Damn.
He does like nice work, and I was like, hey, there's a smart person who does nice work who listens to this show, or at least claps on articles
Yeah.
promoting shows he has no intention of listening to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so thank you, Johnny Vino.
Nice
Yeah,
work.
he did.
Shout out to Johnny.
He designed an app every day for 2 years. If you go to a site
way.
at johnnyvino.com, yeah, every day for 2 years to get good at rapid prototyping or whatever.
Yeah.
No way. Huh.
Well, most people that like the show are people that we know or
Yeah.
relatives I haven't met, I
Or
assume.
my distant relatives from Limerick, apparently.
Yeah, we'll get you in a second, Limerick. So yeah,
You should invite him on.
Scott.
Yeah, you
hey,
totally should.
Johnny Vino. Designers are the worst at gmail.com. We've got to get you.
Yep.
Because Scott guy from Behance says you do real nice work on your website. So
It says it's rare
Yep.
as well.
you'll probably be the most famous person we have
I don't know. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's right.
probably.
until we get Sweaty Vetter on.
The Rat King.
The rat. Yeah. Sweaty Vetter's been, if you've been listening to the show, you're familiar with Sweaty Vetter. He's taken to putting dead rats and arranging them around his house. It's upsetting. And follow him at Rain Woodco on Instagram. And Rain has an E on the
You
end.
shouldn't promote that. Don't give him.
He
a
needs
reason.
stuff to do. I want to see his.
I don't know why he builds. Looks like really nice woodworking
He
stuff.
does.
Never seen any of that. Why did you shove rats into that?
Why don't you shove rats into that? That is already the front runner for the episode title. Why don't you shove rats into that?
Not anything to do with basketball, but
No.
No.
Huh?
so
Yeah.
I sent you two things.
You say two things?
I sent you two things over text.
Oh, you sent me two
over
things.
text messages, SMS. The first one is something I found or stumbled across. Some IKEA. I don't like kombucha. I'm against it. It's
a
Sprite
hard
that somebody's
position.
spitting, but they made some packaging of like homemade kombucha.
IKEA?
Yeah, and in a moment, Matt's going to bring it up for the audio listeners. Yeah, this is great. This is exactly what I want to see. V, the South Korean singer. What?
Close. Close.
How do you get nicknamed a letter?
To be the first Google result for V?
She's got V.com. Don't laugh.
No. Oprah should have all those.
Okay, I have no idea because I copied the link you sent. I've
were just
never
hoping?
seen V before, and then I pasted it, and yeah.
So yeah, it's how to kombucha.
It's a kit.
It's a kit, but I really enjoyed the little
Graphics,
little
the
graphics
labels?
on there.
That
That
was
was
pretty
kind of
cool.
neat because everything just looked hand drawn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you've seen that new little plug-in deal tool on Instagram from Adobe, right?
No.
That'll like turn all of your regular type into hand-painted, hand-drawn stuff.
Well, fuck me.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's on Instagram?
Adobe
Yeah.
made something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, your captions. I've seen people do that.
Well,
Well,
you know what?
probably
We're just
that
going to
way.
move on from this
Yeah,
one.
anyways,
But-
yeah, this is not
Speaking of-
suitable for your...
Speaking
I wanna,
of IKEA.
I do want to see this.
So this
though.
made you hate kombucha less?
Oh no, I still don't like it, but I like the
But you
idea.
thought it
of
was
this.
cute.
I did. I thought it was. It made it an actual like process to go through to make it, and you feel like you've kind of
1,
earned
2,
it.
3, 6,
It's like a U brew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I got one of those Brooklyn Brewing Company make your own IPA things
Yeah.
like 7 years ago, and I can't wait to make it. In a box in my room, thinking, well, I remember
I mean,
beer
but-
being far easier than this.
But by this time, it's probably fermented on its own.
I could just eat the powder.
Yeah. Just gonna have another scoop of beer.
So speaking of IKEA, what they did, I guess a lot of people go onto their like modular sofa portion of the site. You can like build your own
Oh,
couch,
I know
and people
where
build
this
like
is going.
$45,000 couches that are like it's a replica of the maze from The Shining. It's like
Yeah.
you did nothing. But IKEA, I don't know if they made it or they had it made, but they released a font
What?
straight up made out of
Sofa font.
the couches.
That's great.
It is. It has no practical application. I think all it does is get people looking at IKEA, which is a nice move.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's
yeah.
like that font that I sent you that was made from that guy had made it out of his own pee. It was the piss
Oh
font.
yeah. No, see,
Like-
see, I like that.
I was just trying to figure out for a long time how I'd fit it into a client project. It's like, how could I add this without them knowing that it was just piss?
Yeah. So
it's free.
Is this downloadable? Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
free
it's
and
free.
downloadable.
yeah. So anyone go to, I don't know, the internet,
Well,
or go
we're-
to worstdesignshow.com and
'Cause
we'll
that's where
post the link.
we post the links.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot the address for a second. It's a new show. It's also a free show, so
Yeah,
we
so-
don't complain.
The second thing I sent you was a learning moment that for most of the world, McDonald's spokesperson's name is Ronald McDonald. But what I didn't know was that in Japan, he has a different name, and his name is Donald McDonald.
What?
What is
Yeah.
that about?
What?
Yeah. Well,
Why?
the R's can sometimes be a challenge.
That's true.
Oh,
So
this is going to get
this is what I sent to
good.
Matt. Is Donald is coming. It's a picture of Donald McDonald. He's really big in Japan. Yeah. So enjoy.
So that was that?
Yeah, that was
All
it.
right.
That was all. So I learned something new. Yeah.
I don't know if I
Kind of
did.
expecting more of him to have like
You want him to be
Japanese
like anime?
flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't know, just
Maybe
his
Japanese
outfit
flavor.
even. Like maybe he's wearing like a Muji version of his
Like a
outfit.
simplified version
Yeah.
of an already simple.
Yeah, because what people
outfit.
love about McDonald's is respect for tradition,
Exactly.
cultures.
Cultural sensitivity.
Yeah, just being like, hey, how can we do
And
this?
awareness.
How can we put this on a clown so people think it's nice?
Can we put him in a kimono at any point?
Here's your Kobe beef McFlurry. Origato. So thank you, Marcus, for that racist photo.
Always count on Marcus to
Yeah,
bring the goods.
for some stuff.
Yep. This is where I go for an hour and then come back when it's interesting.
One thing I could count on you for that panned out today was last episode we talked about Joey Chestnut, and I didn't know about him before. I thought Kobayashi was the Lord and Savior of hot dogs.
No.
But Joey Chestnut's been reigning supreme, and then today was the hot dog eating championship.
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't check if Janet, the Queen of Ween, was there.
I didn't either.
All right, we got to go to internet again to look up the Queen of Ween, Janet Riley.
So I'm gonna go out on a hot dog limb here and say that our current guests don't listen to the show, which I hope that they don't.
I pray they
I
don't.
don't know who Janet Ween is.
So
No, it's Janet Riley, the Queen of Ween. She's
Right.
from
Oh,
the
sorry.
National Hot Dog and Sausage Council.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Duh.
So she's
I haven't said duh in so long. It felt so dumb.
it sounded dumb, but yeah, I didn't see her there. But I did see the usuals. It was really weird. I did watch some of it, and
Did
they're
you take the day off to watch this live?
well. I realized that like as it was happening, I was like shit, we should have just watched it for an episode and then just commentated the whole thing.
That would have been all
That would have
right.
been great because it would have been a good way to spend however long those dumb things are.
Yeah.
But I did watch the intros to the contestants, and they make it seem like it's like a UFC fight because they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're standing there and like Joey Fat
Butterfuka.
Fuck Chestnut is standing there.
Fat
And it's
fuck
like
Chestnut.
at 224 pounds, he's the king of hot dog eating. And they have theme music, and then they come down the little alleyway or lane, and
Yeah.
then people just go fucking nuts for
The
it.
hot dog highway.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
I feel sick just looking at these people.
oh, I was
Yeah.
watching them eat it, and they're just
No,
Like,
Aleya's
just
on another Japanese
shoving it.
website.
No, I'm not. It's Mickey Sudo and Joey Chestnut. Look.
It's not a
oh,
Japanese person. It's Mickey Sudo.
He's
Oh,
not even
Joey
that big,
Chestnut.
though, Joey Chestnut.
No, he's not.
But they
usually
don't do
aren't.
this every day. This is
No.
a
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Hold on.
years of training.
he doesn't look that big, but then they said he was 225 pounds.
Really?
It's like, okay, he's probably kind of fat.
but
Right.
he kind of looks like
There's probably a gut in there that I can't see.
he kind of looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
Vince Vaughn's less famous brother.
He's all
Yeah.
stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
His
man,
head
he
is a
can
muscle.
he can pack
It
those
is a
cheeks.
muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it has to be.
Muscles
to-
heavier than fat.
But
It's
as
a
they're
fact.
as they're
To
shoving
work
in
it.
like hot dogs, you can see them like just holding
Oh,
back the
Jesus
puke.
Christ.
But thinking about a hot dog,
Why?
Why?
It's all
No,
over
no,
his
no.
face.
That's the only thing you need to ask is why.
Let's
There doesn't need to be
see.
more of it.
Oh, his just Google image searching him, and he's married. He's,
To a
oh
hot dog?
yeah,
That's
that's
a subcategory. Of
we
his
coulda
Google
guessed
image
that.
search.
He,
Joey
Chestnut's
Chestnut wife.
Yeah.
he got married in an Oscar Mayer car. Maybe the Janet Riley, the Queen of Ween, is an ordained minister, and she married them.
hey, Joey Chestnut makes a living out of eating wieners, and he's named after nuts.
There's no way he makes a living just doing that.
How could he not?
How does somebody?
Imagine eating hot dogs in a mall around a bunch of people cheering for you.
Yeah, but
Like a boy band in the 80s?
like,
Yeah.
sure, you can make a living playing video games on the internet for people to watch you, but eating hot dogs for a living? Come on.
Imagine him going to Kobayashi's house in Japan. The media circus that would be there. All the Oscar Mayer dollars stacked up.
He looks quite lean.
He doesn't.
He's
not-
gorgeous.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's not like
very
he's sponsored
trim.
by Gatorade or something.
Is that healthy?
It's a different kind of
I was thinking like he wouldn't be sponsored like Nike's Chestnut series.
Oh, he's sponsored by Warm Bush Light.
sponsored by French's.
It's as good as a hot dog. So another thing that is, I can't tie it in anyway. Oh, no, there's a cartoon hot dog somewhere. Oswald Kid Show. I want to talk about cartoons. So I was looking for a new email app for the past like year. I barely use email at all. I want something like super minimal. It's really in my head, if I get the perfect email app, the emails will answer themselves, which is untrue. But what I've found with every app that I've tried, whenever you get to inbox 0, it shows you a fucking picture of like a cartoon cat.
Or a son.
And it goes, congratulations, buddy. You earned a trip outside or whatever. But every one of them has a dumb cartoon animal that says, good job for reading your
It
email.
encourages you to hit delete.
Yeah.
Like, I did it. I can go home for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the cat.
The last one I tried, it was a cat wearing sunglasses. It was like, cool, you're at inbox 0. It's like, I don't know why it has to be like a Garfield t-shirt from 1983, but have you guys found an inordinate amount of cartoon animals and apps? And can anybody explain why it's happening?
Because illustration
All
is
of the
popular.
Google avatars, like the anonymous avatars.
Pretend you're Joey
are
Chestnut.
animals.
And the microphone's your prey.
You just
Yeah.
you can just pick it up.
Yeah, you
and
can hold it. You can run
I know.
DMC it. This is going to go, that's the broken stand. And she's moving it with her face.
No, it's fine. It's stable.
Okay. There's a lot of tape on it.
That just happened today. So
Yeah.
it's not like it's
Oh,
been
the stand
covered in
issue?
tape.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I put it down and I broke it because I'm very strong compared to a small plastic stand.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So, why would anybody put cartoon animals in an app aimed at adults?
It's a moment of delight. It's part of UX
For the creator
design.
of the app? I agree with that. Oh, look, it's an otter. Fuck you.
I ought to get to work.
Yeah. So,
I just selected a panda today as my avatar for, I think, for one of my Google accounts for Stocksy. So
That makes sense.
it seemed appropriate. A panda and a cat. Those are my choices.
Yeah.
You're back on the
I-
no profile image
Yeah,
train.
yeah,
Anonymous.
It's a good train
pretty
to be.
much, yeah.
I've never deviated from it. There are no photos of me on the internet.
I like to use pictures of
Look
I
it up.
beg to differ.
I think my wife puts them on Facebook sometimes, but she has a private account.
That's true. They are rare.
I like to use pictures of Kurt Russell from They Live.
For-
or The Thing, not They Live.
Oh.
And Rowdy Roddy Piper from They Live.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. So if you're an app designer listening, Roddy Piper is far more preferable than
Yeah.
a fucking, I don't know, platypus or something saying, good job, buddy. Because if you've ever had kids and your kids have grown to a point where you don't have to have crap like that in the house anymore,
You don't want it.
you don't want to see it. And
Yeah.
it's very annoying to look at.
I don't have any apps that have animals in it for
Really?
rewarding me for, yeah.
There just seems to be illustration everywhere now.
And that's a loose term.
Like-
Because they use Illustrator.
Right.
They combined 11 ovals and
Yeah,
they said,
yeah.
ta-da.
I guess
Yeah.
I guess I mean these like overly friendly, kind of approachable.
Origami.
Like, congratulations, you did something completely meaningless.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
But
well,
it pleased this
I
creature.
tried out Headspace yesterday for the first time.
Right.
Oh,
and
did you?
it's like full of.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's animals, but I can't
No,
remember.
it's
But
just
very
super
friendly.
friendly.
Yeah, they're quite well done.
floaty.
Yeah.
And that dude's voice is so calming.
Yeah.
It's British.
Yeah.
It's,
Some
I went for the female voice who was.
oh, I didn't know you could pick.
Yeah.
Which is fine nowadays, Aleya.
Yeah. You
Aleya.
you should get into the. Get into that business.
I
These
wonder,
are not people. They're like
They're
little
critters.
Oh, yeah.
critters,
But-
monsters.
but I wonder
Yeah.
if they user tested that with just plain text and then be like, here's some weird critters. Which one do you want to see on your app when you're actually meditating and not looking at it? Just seems weird.
Well, with Headspace, it's all the animations. Like when you're getting into a new stage of it, they explain it to you like you're an idiot. But because it's British and the animations are well done, I don't find it as offensive.
It has kind of like a Wallace and Gromit charm.
Yeah.
You know.
Even I was using Todoist for a while.
Yeah.
And that's just a checklist. I've actually
Todoist.
gone back to Apple Reminders in anticipation of Catalina. Anyways,
Is that an operating system?
that's the update in the fall, but they're
Yeah.
redoing Reminders to make it way better. Anyways,
I use reminders every day.
but
Love
Todoist
it.
has like characters on it, like you did something or you have nothing to do
Todoist
today.
does?
Yeah, and it like
know that.
it congratulates you with like celebrate if you do like 5 tasks. It's like you did it.
Yeah.
It's like oh,
That's
okay.
very condescending.
Yeah.
What they should do, it just occurred to me, if they insist on putting fucking beavers and stuff in it, make it like those stupid Tamagotchi things where unless you get to inbox 0 like twice a week, it starts getting sick.
Yeah.
And then you have to like
Eyes
maintain your
X
email
out
to keep it alive. Did I say email?
Yeah, you said that.
Email.
Sorry, the Italian's rubbing off on me. It's a email.
I thought it was a Canadian version.
Spaghetti.
How do you feel about MailChimp?
I think they use their
It's very
graphics
whimsical.
good in their marketing, but once you get into their tool, it has no little creatures.
How do you feel about Slack?
I don't like it. I personally don't like how it looks or
Wait,
works.
where's Slack just uses emojis
No, it does not.
on the software.
There are certain modals in Slack that have a hashtag character with googly eyes.
It's true.
Oh,
It's very
I've
reminiscent
never seen
of
it.
another.
It's
certain
almost like Clippy
shared
from
work.
Microsoft Word.
It's very clippy.
It's very Clippy. Jordan?
maybe
Is that my
Johnny Vino's got some contacts at Microsoft. that
Johnny
can sue-
Vino.
sue Slack.
Designers are the worst at gmail.com. We will Skype you wherever you need it to be. Your home,
Wait,
your
what?
car, other internet places.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. Cartoon animals bother me. Another one, after last episode, we talked about career advice and design advice. I started looking into a bunch of TED Talks with like Chip Kidd and stuff, which I'd never heard of until we did that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever heard of Chip Kidd?
No. I like bowed out of knowing about design like 12 years ago.
I support that,
And
but it's hard to not know about Chip Kidd.
Whoa.
live in my bubble. It has children and
There.
skateboarding and ramen in it, and that's about it. I don't let a whole lot of stuff in the bubble. So I watched one with him. That was really frustrating. It was very rehearsed, and I felt very like
Well, of
he
course,
was
it's a presentation. You don't just go and wing it.
But I felt he was writing it up to be more interesting than it is. And he was doing like a Nathan Lane character. And as you know, I'm a Nathan Lane enthusiast. Marcus's avatar in my contacts is Nathan Lane wearing a Kangol hat, which is very cool.
I tried to look for pictures today
It's
of,
hard.
of Nathan Lane eating.
Oh,
Couldn't find a single thing. I think
He's dainty.
He's blocked.
Yeah.
All things like that. Like I looked up worst picture of Nathan Lane, couldn't find anything.
or
I'm just gonna
yeah,
ask
you know why?
this
It doesn't
tangential
exist.
question. Have you seen the pictures of Nicholson on the sidelines, like courtside pics of
Like he's
Nicholson?
melted.
No, eating fries with the blue shirt that, like, with the buttons. It's
No.
so
No.
sad.
Like
No, that-
current.
They're
Nicholson?
pretty recent.
Do you think he cares though? 'Cause
Clearly, he does not.
I wouldn't. At that point,
No.
you're courtside.
Yeah.
That dude
At
is a
that point, you're
melted
like,
candle.
"Yeah, I don't need to work anymore. I got tens of dollars.
There's just one where he's looking at, like, a cheeseburger, but he's looking at it in a
Like
way.
he's gonna fuck it.
It's like too much consideration of the cheeseburger.
Right, so go to
He's looking for-
versusarshow.com
He's
to watch
hoping the
Sorry.
Jack
cheeseburger's gonna
Nicholson.
give him consent.
bang a cheeseburger. So watch Chip Kidd's talk. I didn't enjoy it. I watched Stefan Sagmeister's talk. It was annoying, but I thought it was pretty good. I had very little opinion of him until I watched the Happy film that he made.
Oh yeah.
It was all about what an insufferable bag of shit he is and how a woman refuses to stay with him. I think he made the movie as a ploy to date women.
Oh yeah, I remember you went to a screening of that.
Yeah, it was something. First of all, the screening had no beer, so we sat there soberly watching a grown man say, "I don't know why women don't want to stay with me." It's like, maybe because of all of the parts of you. But his work school. Okay, we're seeing Jack Nicholson now.
I have seen that. That is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
Frodo
there is
the Hutt.
one where he's just looking at the burger in a way that
Yeah, he gave up
Sensual.
a while
makes
ago.
me feel bad for him.
Well,
Sometime around The Departed.
he's an icon.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of tabs up there, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are optional.
Are those all okay? Do you have a Jerry King?
I do. I have a Jerry King.
I don't know if you want to get to that yet.
I do. I'll say one TED Talk I listened to that was really good was David Carson, who had that good quote about something about if you like stop and just like stare at book covers and all that, like you should be a designer. We listened to it.
Right.
Yeah. So he gave like a 24-minute talk, and it started off great because he's like, yeah, they said I could have a slide projector, so I brought slides. And then I got here yesterday and it said no slide projector, so fucking PowerPoint. And I was like, I already like this guy. So I thought that was a good one.
Okay.
But yeah, TED Talks are self-congratulatory. I saw one woman who was essentially doing the carrot top routine.
Oh God.
She's like,
Top?
imagine if it's like all eyes on me, and then she made a vest out of googly eyes, and then she had like a trunk of shit that she was going to start pulling stuff out. And I said, you got to go.
It's Dimitri Martin type
Yeah, it's,
stuff.
it's Carrot Top inspired, and she was a redhead too, which is fine.
Have you seen recent pictures of Carrot Top?
He's jacked, right?
Yeah,
he's crazy ripped.
but he looks like a child with a very like hard to describe disease. It's like
Yeah,
he gets
it's
real
steroids.
sinewy and big.
He
And
looks
it's
like steroid Rocky Dennis. That's what he looks like.
Sam Elliott,
Yeah.
so easy to love. He
He
was in
kind of
that.
looks like Jack White in a way.
Yeah,
Oh,
Except-
God.
Speaking of artists, I hate everything that they do. I don't like anything Jack White does.
Oh boy.
Bring
yeah.
it.
I could see if you're not into any like his vibe, then everything he makes would be offensive.
He's very
'cause-
on brand. So
It's all.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all Jack White.
But the music, yeah. Anyways,
It's all
that's a whole other
5
thing.
chords.
That is a whole. So speaking about things that
Have holes in them. What?
it's got 3 holes and you put your fingers in it. Hey, leave Miss Jessica out of this. Kingpin. That's a great movie.
Not the King of Queens. That's weird.
No, he
Oh.
rarely talked about fingering his wife on that show.
Yeah.
I think that was more Patton Oswalt's world on that one.
Oh, you just
I
proved
know
you
Kingpin.
watched that show.
Yeah.
Fine.
When you work from home and you have cable when you're like 23, you watch a lot of bullshit. Speaking of bullshit that some people like for no reason other than brain damage or incest is our friend Jerry King, who we've never met, we're not friends with. He does the worst cartoons related to design ever. And
Can we bring some up?
we have a process. If you go to like, I think Web Designer Depot, every week he did 3 different ones, and there's like 408 posts. So that means there's like 1,224 Jerry King cartoons about primarily web design. And as far as we can tell, the man has never designed a website in his life,
Or seen a computer.
or he had, or a toilet actually. He doesn't know what regular things are, but he tries to communicate with regular people.
It's a surprise to me weekly, and I've always in every one I've seen a toilet.
But now it's kind of endearing to me because it's like when Coco learned sign language. He's just trying to communicate. He doesn't have the same tools, but he's just like,
Uses symbols like
bird
toilet.
bath. Like, oh, good, Jerry. That's a bird bath. It looks like a stapler.
Oh God.
So, as is tradition.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to
Oh, what's
zoom because normally you describe the top part. And everybody feel free to jump in. What do you see? What do you see on the big screen?
a rapist?
All right, I'll take Marcus's picture down. Okay, now what do you see?
Somebody about to jump out of an airplane with a
Yeah.
parachute, and somebody who doesn't have a parachute looks like he's grabbing onto him and or pushing him.
Yeah.
Correct.
There's
And you
not
can-
enough detail.
You can tell he's cool because he's wearing sunglasses.
That's all.
That or he
right.
just has dead eyes.
That's how you can tell when Snoopy became Joe Cool because he put sunglasses on.
True.
Oh, fuck.
Joe Cool.
That just got real for
It's
you.
like the Fifth Sense right there.
Element?
Sixth Sense. Wait, what? It's like the Fourth Sense. You know that movie?
The kid goes, I see Chris Tucker, and everyone goes, ah! So, okay, yeah, a guy getting pushed out of a plane by a man with sunglasses.
Yes, that's what we see.
So what do we think this is about? I'll show you the caption in a minute.
I don't know. Something to do with a client. They usually are. They usually are always about a client.
All right,
Jerry Kong.
Marcus, would you please read out the caption
Fucking
aloud?
parachuting out of a plane isn't what I imagined when you said you wanted me to do some mobile. Oh, I can never get through a single caption all the way through.
Right, Bob,
Parachuting out of a plane isn't what I imagined when you said you wanted me to do some mobile marketing for your design company. What?
It doesn't even make sense.
Exactly. This is the frustration every week that I experience.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's a real bad time. So,
Well, I mean, at least there's no toilet in this one.
well, we can't see the whole inside of the plane.
But I don't understand.
Right, so a guy wearing sunglasses who looks
So
like he has
he-
money, I guess,
But
pushing.
Yeah.
he owns the
designer?
design company?
This is the confusing part. And also, what kind of mobile marketing is one man in a parachute
What the
being
fuck?
pushed out of a plane?
Yeah, how is that being mobile?
Because he's going downward.
I think.
But
I
he just
think,
he's not even, he doesn't even have a company logo on his T-shirt to
I
be like,
think-
I'm
Yeah.
promoting eBay.
I think Jerry King has had brain damage, and this is a result.
And
Oh my
for that
God.
reason, this week's Jerry King segment is called King Dong. So hashtag whatever you like.
Brain damage.
And it's at Jerry King Cartoons, I believe, on Twitter. Oh, at King Cartoons on Twitter. So we salute you, King Dong. So yeah, that is for those of you
Wow.
just
Wasn't
joining
expecting
us.
that today.
Welcome.
Should we?
He's taken
break?
to incorporating real hardwood in his cartoons, in several of them. Have you seen
How
this?
can you distinguish that
What's
from
this guy's
reality?
name?
I dare you, Jerry King. At
looked
King
up-
Cartoons.
I've seen this now in
Everyone having a
several.
laptop open is a great idea.
Yeah. So while that's happening, what are the stats for this week? Did we change? Did we change it all?
The
Did you do-
stats are a mystery because I didn't look at them today,
Oh.
but they're good. there.
Whoa! Look at those numbers.
So also-
we're
So we've been, we have one listener in Limerick, Ireland, and we've been begging them to get in touch with us, but they refuse to. So I think we need to come up with a prize.
a Skype call or a Google Hangout for 30 seconds. With
That's
one,
a prize?
with one of us. Yeah.
Well, you know more about Ireland than I do.
But we are not required to say anything. Just might
Just
not
eye
even be us.
contact,
Yeah.
uninterrupted eye contact for 30 seconds.
And it can be from the bathroom too.
Wherever you like. We can be wherever we want. So
Exactly.
yeah, if you're listening from Limerick, designersaretheworst@gmail.com or go to @worstdesignshow on social things and talk to us, and we'll have you on Skype, and we'll mail you a prize. So
Could be an old pen.
could be a new pen. Could be any number of pens, up to like 5 pens.
Could be a cool keychain from one of our awesome tourist stores.
a Joe Cool keychain.
Yeah.
Those are rare
Yeah.
and valuable.
But they're always going out of business here. So everything must go.
All the Joe Cool stores shutting
I
down.
don't believe them though.
So yeah, so
Is that a segue?
that is a segue. So
to a break?
Seamless.
when we come back, we're going to pick apart people's work that got paid a lot of money, and because
With the focus of basketball specific. Yep.
Pacific.
Specifically.
So Pacific basketball.
Specifically
Pacific
Northwest.
Basketball
We'll be right back.
All right, bye.
Greatest athletes in the world. It's the most exciting sport America D.
From down to Curran to Richardson playing guard all the way under to Bobby Jones. Score!
I like the thrills of minutes.
Oh, I love it. It's exciting.
Elliott. Whoa!
These are the greatest athletes in the world. These are definitely the best.
Here comes Isaiah. It's just a 2-on-2. Isaiah all the way.
NBA action. Woo! It's fantastic.
Welcome back, friends.
To the second half.
Second,
It's the
third.
second half of the show.
No, we do want another break, and then we have a game.
Oh boy, is this? I
How
hope this
long is
isn't
this
another.
show?
We gotta,
Spaghetti.
we gotta not go 3 hours again.
Nope. 2 hours and 40 minutes is the limit.
Great. Fuck.
2 hours and
Jesus
40
Christ.
minutes?
We've done that.
Holy
Just Marcus and I have done 2 minutes. 2 minutes
2
and
minutes.
40 hours.
Look out, Joe Rogan. We're
Yeah.
coming for you.
Sure, a lot of that we were just quietly reading the Bible, but
Yeah. So,
Forgot to hit stop.
as an icebreaker before we dive into basketball logos, I put together the worst slide deck that we'll share on the site of somehow. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
may I commend you on your type? That is also the
Yeah.
worst.
Choice
I did it from
selections.
my iPad, so I just picked a font that was
That looks like a premium Envato font. How much did you pay for that?
just looks like a Jerry King font.
It does,
You
yeah.
got it
Ooh.
up to font
So
for sure.
they're all great in their own special way. And the last one I actually didn't mind when I looked at it again.
Did you
So-
explain what these are beforehand?
Oh, yeah, these are basketball logos from international leagues,
Ooh.
European leagues, lower level leagues,
Okay.
and the one from like the Big Ball 3.
All right.
Big baller brand?
What is it? The Big Ball 3 or Big 3? That's what it is.
Oh,
Big 3.
yeah.
Yeah, which is the second one. So,
Hold on, I just really quickly want to save the screen
oh boy.
later.
So these Saint.
Also, sorry, go to worstdesignshow.com to see all this nonsense.
This is our new logo, the St. John Mill Rats.
The Mill Rats.
Yeah, and so it's
Yeah,
I can't tell if it's a
man.
train conductor or construction worker.
He's a mill worker. Come on.
right,
He's
but
the
he's
Mill
also
Rats.
playing basketball.
He's
With
so
his hammer.
pointy.
Yeah, in case somebody posts up on him, he can smash him in the face.
Yeah.
St. John. So is this St. John, Newfoundland? Is this a Canadian treat?
No, I believe it is an American.
It does
Are
feel
those
American.
Timberlands?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
hey,
they're lugs.
Yeah, I see Timberland. Where's Magoo? 1990.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
I'll just take a nap for the rest of the show.
Why is he carrying a hammer? Like,
Yeah,
Oh.
it's...
You must not be familiar with mill rat culture.
yeah, working in the mill.
It's like a furry, but with like a train hat and a hammer.
Save your questions for the end of the presentation.
Same
please.
disturbing,
all right.
disturbing love
Yeah.
making.
Save your logical questions for the end. So this one's for the big three.
I like this,
All right, so-
personally.
So it's the
Ghost ballers.
The ghost ballers.
It ain't bad.
The ghost's facial
I
expression.
just thought it was a-
It's the facial expression.
Yeah.
That's it.
He looks
He's
terrible.
And the
Trash.
headband.
No, but like that's like that could be the international symbol for I'm having a stroke. Somebody just holds up that card. It's like, "Brrr."
Face, arms.
Yeah.
I am right. That is a terry cloth sweatband.
Yeah. Ghost wearing
It
a
could be
headband
silk.
I love
It's
that.
and playing
it's
basketball.
flat. There's no texture to it.
That's true,
I like
yeah.
to picture it silk
Yeah.
and tied in the back, and it's very long in the back.
Like a Ninja Turtle.
Mm.
So yeah, number 2 is Ghost Ballers.
And-
Current team of the big three.
And now that I look at it more,
Really?
the more I very much dislike it. That shape in the back. It is like a tombstone, but not enough of a
It's
tombstone.
like a toe.
This is
Oh,
weird.
the crest shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it is
just
very
the,
tombstone.
the stroke is weird and inconsistent.
They're a 3-on-3 basketball team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do half court.
Right.
Apparently, it's popular-ish.
It would have been more popular if Allen Iverson ever showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. It's like,
Hey.
oh shit, Allen Iverson's gonna play? Nope, just kidding.
Having said that, Allen, if you're listening, Skype, baby.
Anytime.
designertheworst@gmail.com. Explain yourself.
Talking design with Iverson. So this is this is the Arkansas team called the Rim Rockers. But when I first saw it, I thought it said Rim Ruckers.
I also thought it said
Yeah.
like Fuddruckers.
Because
Rimruckers.
the silhouette of the character slam dunking, his foot is in the O, so it looks like a U. So the Rim Ruckers.
And they are from
It's just-
Arkansas.
This is just a lot of clip art. And
What is happening around his lower torso? Are those loose jammers, or is he
He's-
wearing
he's-
a paper bag?
He's wearing a kilt. It's a utility kilt.
I think they're
and no
cargo
top.
shorts over pajama pads.
The ball is about 3 times the size of his skull.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
none of the
Muggsy
proportions
Bogues
are
was
right.
a real guy. This is
Yeah.
Right.
come on. This isn't Sicily. We can't
No,
just say whatever
fair.
we want. Muggsy.
Next. So this is the, this is an international team, the Bahamas Basketball Federation.
From 62.
Yeah,
Seattle.
1962.
Yeah.
This is their current one. I don't know if they still have a team, but it's 2 palm trees and a floating basketball hoop, which is
This
it's just
is a
I think
This
you're
is-
leaving a fair amount of the choice
water.
detailing.
this is a true masterclass in drop shadows.
Yeah.
You know how when you look at the water, there's a shadow above it.
Yeah.
And also when things intersect, you can't see part of the thing behind it, but the shadow persists over top.
Yeah.
And yeah, you want as much detail in that net as possible if you're going to make it super
Yeah.
blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, not all these are
I
high
want to
quality.
preserve the weave
Yeah.
of
Plus,
the
they
net.
randomly removed one of the lines of the basketball just because, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you
yeah.
know, it's a
But
tennis ball.
we've
It's
never-
a tennis ball basketball.
You'd think the position that the Bahamas is in on the planet, they'd be aware of the equator. It's
Yeah.
the straight one that goes across.
You'd
Just
think
look
so.
up. It's above the shadow above the
There's
water.
there's a visible line when you're there.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Just ask the fire people.
Wow.
Or the promoters.
First responders.
Moving on. All right. So this is
What?
the
Dog.
this is the Detroit Dogs.
No, this is Teen Wolf.
And they've chosen
It's
to
just dogs.
illustrate, I'm guessing from the granularity, a poodle of
Yeah.
some sort
Yeah.
with wicked calves.
Yeah. I was going
It
to say.
kind of looks like a horse dog to
Yeah,
me.
it's
Yeah.
really fucked up. I don't think this
Like a
team
Shetland.
this team doesn't exist anymore from
Golly.
what I remember, but
Or
it's,
from what we could imagine, this
it's
does
just-
not exist anymore.
it's just weird. I hope it doesn't. I
Somewhere
I
on
hope this
eBay.
team was put down.
Oh, what a great thing. The next one. Is that
this
Hornadoes?
That's what I
Tornadoes?
This is the is it the Nippon tornadoes?
the fuck is
Look
Nippon?
at that basketball
It's from
tee.
the Asia's.
From the
basketball-
Asias.
Yes, because there's multiple.
There's multiple.
Jeez, come on, read a book.
So
So I thought this was a great basketball team for Pride.
because they don't like things that look nice.
Well, 'cause it was a rainbow, but then it had because then it had a dragon.
Is that Harry Potter? What's a Game of Thrones thing? Is that a Pride
What's
thing?
a Game of what are you talking
I don't
about?
watch anything.
Is that a
I watch Curb Your
griffin?
Enthusiasm over and over.
Is it a griffin? Is it a dragon? I don't know.
I think it's a griffin.
Is it an ink stain playing basketball?
That
Moving on.
tail smells of griffin.
Next. Anaheim
See,
Amigos.
I'm very happy with this actually.
Yeah.
It's simple.
This makes me very happy.
They saved on lettering by using 1A for the Anaheim and Amigos.
And they,
yeah,
is that kind of the old school Angels baseball?
It is.
It's
It is a
reminiscent
little.
of because it's
yeah.
got loops and
Kinda,
swoops.
yeah.
But my fear is the basketball just wearing the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Love
wearing
the
some.
fringe. Yeah.
But isn't it more? I guess that'd be. But it's more of a traditional, like a Spanish, like from
It-
Spain. But I guess they would probably call each other amigo. I hear they speak Spanish there now. Exported from
that hat
Mexico.
is perfectly sized for that ball.
Oh God, it's like it was poured into it.
Yep. It's a snug fit. It's
All right,
perfect.
Anaheim Amigos, we salute you.
So this is the Portland Chinooks.
No, it's the Portland Get Hooked trademark Chinooks.
But I really enjoyed this because when I first saw it, it's like, what is happening? It wasn't until I looked at it again that I realized the Chinooks, and I know this is stupid because I didn't notice it right away.
Yeah.
That it was shaped in the shape of a Chinook
Yeah.
salmon.
Now,
Yes.
I'm going to ask Jordan to pick this one apart. Obviously, a fan of Portland, wearing a Portland shirt, just promoting the city in general, which is great. They need the help. Tell us what you think about this.
Well, I saw the Chinook right away. Not to like brag or anything, but
Well, you kind of just did. So,
I guess we're moving on.
the
all right, see you guys later.
the like radial gradient in the basketball is pretty special.
Yeah,
How are they going to
but
print
nowhere
that?
else.
Nowhere else.
I guess the Chinook
Yeah.
is made completely of shadow.
That's not going to
And then
resize very well.
the Turkish.
I mean, the only Portland thing is the color palette. That really has no.
And all I can picture is somebody who doesn't know what a Chinook salmon is saying Chinook, and that sounds racist, but it's not even a real thing.
I wonder how they're doing
What
with
do you-
that trademark application for Get Hooked.
It's booked. Look at it. Get booked. It's there. They have a TM.
Yeah.
Unless that's the
Wait, did
initials
you
of
say
the guy
get-
that designed it.
Did you say get booked?
Get Booked, yeah.
Yeah,
It's get hooked.
I know. But
What are you talking about get booked?
We're talking about booking the trademark.
Oh, for
and
fuck's
it's done. It's get booked.
Hey, if you can trademark kimono, then who the fuck cares? So dumb.
I mean, it's going to get to a point where Donald McDonald isn't even allowed to wear it anymore. This beautiful condiment colored kimono. Hey,
I made this from Grimace. The Oakland Oaks.
Is that a
How
grade
did
school
they-
team?
Is
league?
what?
Is that a grade school team?
No, it's some league. Like I just went deep into the archives of league logos.
I don't know why the little guy looks phallic to me. I know it's just an acorn, but he looks like a jacked up dong.
He looks like a booze hound that knows screams of alcohol abuse.
Like handicap.
Yeah,
It
it's
ran-
handicap.
it
It's
also
an handicap
reminds me
note.
of-
You can tell he's drunk because his hat's low.
Like the old cartoons about how to get a bill passed.
Oh, the Schoolhouse Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he has very shapely legs, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And one leg is wearing socks and one is not. I think that's a shout out to LL Cool J of sorts.
He's got one glove on.
And in the other hand, it looks to
Yes.
be holding, is that like a severed toe? It's something solid and green. Maybe it's a poop. But yeah, Oakland Oaks, we salute you.
Next. Okay, so let me explain why I put this one in here. This is
Please.
Capital City Go-Go. When I first saw this,
That's a conga.
so
some
my brain
kind.
went to that's a rocket of some sort, an engine, because I'm dumb. And then I was like, wait a minute, wouldn't that be the Capital City Bongos? And then I looked it up, and the Go-Go is a Washington area drum style. Has nothing to do with those types of drums. It's a regular like drum kit beat, not a bongo beat.
No.
This is the worst. It's bad.
See, I pictured this as a team, the owners naming a team only for the benefit of the cheerleaders.
It's also weird that it's singular.
Welcome the go-go dancers. And then
Yeah.
they'll come up with a drum.
Right.
And someone goes, isn't that a conga? And you're
But it's
"Fuck
like
would we
Capital
know?"
City Go-Go. It means that there's one person.
Yeah, it's like the
There's a-
L.A. Lake.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
it's
is
singular.
the go-go.
Yeah, that's it.
The mistake on the Malay.
It's Tito Fuente comes out. I'm here to play
Fuente?
basketball.
Tito-
Oh,
Puente.
that guy was
Ding,
fun.
ding, ding. Yeah.
All right, well, that was very entertaining.
Next.
It was, oh, shit.
There's more.
Okay, so this is Lithuania's.
Are we sure that this is...
Hey, the internet doesn't lie. This one I couldn't figure out if it was a monument or those were just like Gumby's arms.
Yeah.
I think this is very highbrow. It's super stripped down and minimal and cool.
I think you are wrong.
Compared to where we've come from, I kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
agree.
It's, you know.
it's a step.
But they
I think I'd
worship.
rather be an acorn
They worship the
or
basketball.
or a Chinook.
I imagine this on the T-shirt of someone that
Is asking you for directions.
does a lot of blow.
Okay. So you picture that with a gold chain,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
kissing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I guess we should have been describing them more. It's
Yeah.
three color. It could be Rasta. It's
Yeah.
yellow, green, and red holding up a ball. Everything has a different stroke style. It's fascinating. In a fancy language that is in just Helvetica or something. I'm no good at fonts.
Looks like Ariel.
Speaking of Ariel, how about that new
stop.
Little
Let's
Mermaid?
Moving on.
Speaking of what?
Controversy.
I saw
That's
today
not controversy,
people
it's dumb.
were saying hashtag not my Ariel because they
What, did
Cast.
they make her busty or something?
no it was they picked like a black woman to be Ariel who actually her
Oh.
face looks like a cartoon. She has like big eyes, like side by side her and the cartoon Ariel's face look almost identical, and racist people are saying not my Ariel. So if you're listening and you like that stuff, turn this off.
God, those people have the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of the last ones, and it's the Netherlands basketball bond.
Of course, it's
Can
the
you please
Netherlands.
say the words properly? Because that looks like a lot of fun to say.
I went with the English translation. So the
yeah.
MBB. Why I picked this one is because,
The Netherlands
It's-
de Basketballbond?
you know, it's just, it looks like
What's
a,
that accent?
What is this?
He's
a something
dribbling
logo.
his head.
Hold on, yeah. So the character is like a stick figure with one rib, a small penis, no head.
But wide as hell.
He does have a head. He's holding it in his hand.
He-
Then
well,
what's
is
the
that-
orange thing?
Is that the ball or
That's
is
the ball.
so he's dribbling the ball with his head that's in his hand?
That's essentially what is happening. Yeah, that's
Great.
what it looks like.
It looks like he's slowly feeding the ball to his like shoebox penis. Like, this is for you, my love.
He's like,
Maybe that's how he eats.
Well, Netherlands basketball bond.
I like how
You've
they
done a
took
great
this
job.
squared off aesthetic all the way through the ball,
Yeah.
which is
yeah.
like a block.
We
This
did
is
it.
Like
Yeah.
basketball logos, people can't help themselves trying to incorporate the ball
Yeah, it has to be.
somehow.
Well, they're gonna
That
forget.
pattern. It's in every, even
Yeah.
the NBA ones. We're gonna see
Oh,
like.
we got one more.
Oh my God.
So when you make a star upside down, it actually kind of looks more like a U. So it's basketball.
Yeah.
So the Cayman Islands Basketball
Basketball.
Association.
Instead of using a basketball as some of the letters.
I commend any team that is going to pick a tortoise
Yeah.
as their animal.
Yeah.
A one-armed tortoise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think he's wearing a shell
Is
on his
he-
other
he's
over his,
wearing it
like
on
a
the
cool
side.
kid?
like Casablanca, some
Yeah.
old school shit. Like hey,
a cool turtle.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's his arm.
and I think he's wearing like flip flops, which it's a Caymans.
They could.
Do as a Caymans
Or
do.
are those platform shoes?
Again,
That's true.
sweatband. Like the
Sweatband.
sweatband.
You gotta have a sweatband. You gotta have a basketball.
So there's like a wiggly stripe in the middle of his jersey. That's the same color as his skin. I wonder if it's a little peekaboo hole.
I think it's a crop top.
Crop top.
And
Then high up shorts.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Crop top. Okay.
Oh, those are his boxers. The red.
yeah, he's hanging low.
yeah.
Oh.
It's
Well, I like it
confusing.
even more. I don't mind that actually. It's stupid, but I don't think it's supposed to be great.
Oh, what are you blocking out?
The
Just
type.
blocking out the type and
type's
enjoying
horrendous.
the tortoise.
Enjoying the tortoise.
And then I think the last one in this little list, I actually like this. At first I was
Yeah,
like,
this
oh, this is
isn't
kind of
bad.
silly, but then I revisit. It's the Turkish
Because they have
Basketball
the-
Federation.
They have the moon for their flag, right?
That is
Yeah.
actually pretty clever.
Yeah, and then it's simple, and then
Rim.
the way you go. I think it's great.
Although just the appearance alone, it appears that like basketball would be mandatory. It looks very like authoritarian.
Yeah.
You are
will
playing
dunk.
basketball.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all I
The
got.
type,
Well-
yeah, the type is,
It's a lot
Very
Very
of
Flexible.
Turkish delight.
yeah. But the icon's nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they need to take off the bracket that you attach the rim to the backboard with. That
Yes.
has square on the
Like,
side.
is that necessary? Yeah. I don't
Oh,
know.
is that what that is?
Yep.
Is
I'd
that-
imagine.
That's
So
the
it's
rim.
a top view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Which-
didn't know that. Right.
It,
A better
maybe it
reason to
wouldn't-
remove it. It don't make no
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
If it don't make Turkish dollars, it don't make Turkish delights.
I don't know
Yep.
if you'd see it as a rim though without it.
But would you need to?
No, you wouldn't. Need
But that is a
Yeah.
good point. Yeah. I don't know. It's not that bad. I still like the turtle and the acorn.
Yeah.
So,
we'll post those to the site or something.
Those are good ones.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Nice
where do we go
finds.
from there? That's pretty great.
I think everyone loved the Anaheim Amigos. I mean,
Oh, that
Wow,
was,
is
that was
this
a clear
what
vote.
is this?
So what?
Are these your favorite?
What do we do?
No. So we're just going to go through.
Okay.
The hell? I had it all. So there you go. So I wanted to run through.
Is this alphabetical or?
No, this is
By
in
color?
order that Matt downloaded them,
yeah, okay.
and also by file name that somebody else
Obviously,
named them.
2N4
Yeah.
XOFG, perfectly named.
It's a round robin alphabetical starting with N or K.
Yep.
So first of all, New York Knicks, legendary team, legendarily bad forever. Patrick Ewing, I think one of the most overrated players in the world because whenever I was huge into basketball in the 90s, and he always just looked slow and was the only guy wearing knee braces.
He did look slow.
did look
slow.
It was the knee brace.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
also
like-
had the greatest quote of regarding his lack of money,
Or championships.
saying, yeah, we make a lot of money, but we spend a lot of
Spend
money.
A lot of money. That's right.
It's like, oh, cool, defense.
Just I blew it.
Yeah, I mean, his type of player would not really be a thing right now.
No.
Those types of players are just extinct. Those slow centers.
Yeah, we were talking about this a couple episodes ago about how in like the 80s and 90s, when I was watching a lot of basketball, a lot of the guys look like guys my dad would work with.
Mm-hmm.
Just like white guys with like no muscle definition that look always sweaty.
Hook chat.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
like, hey, coming at you, hand me a beer.
Yeah.
And like one of my dad's friend, Les, my clearest memory of him, and he could have played basketball in the 90s. He just looked like one of the guys because he was average white man. And there's one day where he drank too much, and then he grabbed me, and I thought he was trying to fight me, but he threw me out of the way so he could throw up in the sink. And shout out to Les.
So the New York Knicks logo,
I like
Yeah.
it.
I think it's great. I
Let's
think it's
establish some criteria here for
I,
these
I think
evaluations.
I think it's better than the original Father Knickerbocker
Yeah.
logo,
Right.
which was the like Benjamin Franklin looking guy with
Yeah.
the basketball. That's way better than
Yeah.
than what it's been.
Yeah, I think it's just bold and
I mean,
think
it meets Jordan's criteria of having a basketball in the logo.
Well,
it's a
that's
nice basketball.
that's just like
it's a gorgeous
just
basketball.
it's a logo that's been around for
yeah.
The orange and blue
Yeah.
is nice.
I think they
Is
could.
that the
the colors look a
version
little
that's been around
flat.
since forever?
This is the current one.
Yeah. This
there's
looks
been a
like
lot
it's
of
been
iterations.
restyled.
To be clear,
Yeah.
we're looking at the current
Yeah.
roster,
Yeah.
and not teams that don't exist anymore, right?
No,
Or
'cause-
have moved, and so we're not covering old ones.
no,
AKA
all the new
Supersonics.
ones, even the new Nuggets logo, which they just did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Yeah.
round the room. Knicks, yay,
I'd say
nay?
yay.
I'm kind of meh on it. Like the color palette looks a little flat to me.
Yeah.
And,
I think it could use a scrubbing and a new set of eyeballs, but I think
it is classic.
It's one,
There's no
but
doubt
it's one
about
of
it.
those
classic.
cases where this on a white background doesn't give the full context, and
Yeah.
True,
seeing
yeah.
it
Yeah.
in everything else, you're like, okay, I'm getting it now.
which is a consideration that like imagine embarking on one of these design projects and be like the logo has to appear a quarter of an inch high in a holographic sticker on a ticket, and then it also has to appear on a jet and a billboard and a jersey. Like imagine the branding handoff that would have to occur.
Yeah.
It would be absolutely, it would be fun, and you would learn tons of shit. You'd make tons of money, but
Yeah,
just
yeah.
every tiny application, which makes me wonder with a lot of these logos we're going to see. Like Jordan, before you mentioned the Mavericks logo, it's so
It's
complex. How
not
do you
the
shrink that down to a
Mavericksy
dime?
Yeah.
Vibe.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to see these really complex NBA logos and just see their brand manuals. Like,
Yeah.
like in case of emergency, like just show a horse head or like whatever the hell you do. But
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it doesn't even appear on the jersey itself. A
No.
lot of these don't. Right?
No.
It's
Right.
just like
Yeah.
And
the
especially with-
city name.
yeah, and then they have like their city edition jerseys, which have
Mhm.
nothing to do with current branding. Which a lot of them are cool, a lot of them are kind of just weak.
Which
This
is
is not actually, I don't know if this is the current version of this, because this has now been redone with like
Oh, the
a
Houston
ball in
Rockets logo.
behind and yeah,
Oh,
Really?
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For
sure.
Regarding
A
this
ball
the
in
city
behind.
logo
Well,
too.
or like
Yeah.
it's like it's
Um,
been. Sorry.
Is there just an alternate? Maybe.
That was
is an
because
alternate, yeah.
originally they used to do the dark and then the white jerseys.
Yeah.
And that represented who was the home team.
Home and away.
Now
Yep.
they're just like, well, shit, you gotta be other colors.
yeah. So Houston Rockets, we may have had. No, that's
Okay.
current one.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna find the version. that I'm talking about.
It's an
All
old
right.
version that you look for.
So if you're listening, you make a sandwich, whatever.
Houston
Elias, you
Rockets,
Find,
it
some
just-
shit on the computer.
It looks like I get that there's
That is the
rockets out there.
alternate that is also in
Oh, yeah,
play
it's bad.
currently. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's kind of a rocket, but
It's-
it's more murder than rocket.
Yeah,
It's
like the
Buffy
Houston
the Vampire
Murderers.
Slayer. Yeah.
yeah.
totally.
It doesn't scream rocket at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The type is
sorely
shit.
lacking
Yeah.
in
And
also-
basketball.
Yeah, and also if the circle is representing the basketball hoop, then it's going in the opposite direction,
It's going
so
in
it
the
means
hoop.
that they
Rocketing
don't score.
out of the
They never
basketball.
score.
Yeah, to the moon they
At
don't
least
score.
the Miami one is the toilet
Yeah.
with the hot
Yeah.
taco shit going into a toilet.
So Houston Rockets, I say shit, trash,
Yeah, it
whatever.
sucks.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Not even Hakeem Olajuwon can save that one.
Yeah.
Hakeem.
Brooklyn Nets. Now, when this one came out,
Controversy.
everyone was all up in arms or they loved it.
Oh, that's awful.
Most people, I think, loved it because Jay-Z designed it. Believe it or not,
Like-
famous people can do wrong. If you heard, I think the last Jay-Z album was good. The one before was bad. He can do entire albums of bad stuff. It doesn't mean he can make everything he makes is good. So what do you guys think about Brooklyn Nets logo?
It's
It's bad.
There's a fly on the screen, but I enjoy only the way Brooklyn is written. Everything above that is
Yeah.
not
The-
working.
like,
for me.
look at Nets.
Yeah.
How it's
Yeah.
like set. It's just awful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
So
nasty.
I've-
It's stretched to shit.
Yeah.
I have assorted random opinions from the internet as well,
Oh.
and one of them was on the Nets. And the person wrote, "I remain firm in my belief that not renaming the Nets when they moved to Brooklyn was one of the most colossal mistakes any franchise has ever made. Not only did they keep one of the dumbest names in sports, but they also took all the color out of the logo. It's like they want to be a private label NBA team. The front of the jersey should just say beans in big block letters."
Yeah, and
So-
it's the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on how you say it, it's not a good name.
No, the Brooklyn
No.
Nets. Somebody was talking about the name as like if they named, the Warriors like the Golden State like basketball shoes. Like it's just part of the thing that you need to play the game. But hey,
The Brooklyn wood
You
floors.
can play without a net. It sucks.
you could. Like one of the milk crates like that.
Somebody just has to yell swish at some point.
Yeah.
So let's hear what Jay-Z has to say about it. And this is multimedia. And
Awesome.
all right,
Something
something
went
went wrong.
No.
It went right yesterday. So I'm trying to pull up a video of Jay-Z talking about his inspiration and all that. Oh, there you go.
Recently revealed the Nets logo. What does that logo mean to you in your words? I think everybody's feeling spin
Yeah,
interpretation.
I wanted to make it really classic, strong. Go back to Brooklyn and what we're about. It's real gritty, and we're not about flash and well, sometimes just the roots of Brooklyn is just this very bold, strong, simple logo, and it was really a take off the old subway signs. If you look at the old subway signs that were in black and white, just that strong, beautiful, iconic black and white.
No,
I
they
wanted
had
to pick
color.
something that would withstand the test of time and be here forever.
So I'm going to go on a limb and say that
Another
was
hot
the
dog limb?
first logo he's ever been a part of.
So
Unless
I
he
Judging by-
designed the Rockaware logo.
Judging by those words.
want to know how involved he was. Like, was he
He made it.
dragging anchor points around in
Yeah.
Illustrator, or was he for real?
God.
Jay-Z.
That's the lore, is that he stood over someone's shoulder and just like make that S look gross and not
Put a
like
bee
an S
on
kind
the
of.
ball.
Yeah. Wait, did we add a ball yet?
Yeah.
Gadzooks, add a ball.
So if that's the case, then what did the Brooklyn subway signs look like?
Well,
Not like that.
But it's like white Helvetica on a black background. The dots are colored.
Yeah, the dots.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like that's
So I thought that brought up an interesting point. Like we all look at it and say that's kind of gross. But if you're from Brooklyn, does that mean anything?
Mhm.
And do you design for the world or do you design for your city?
Your
Yeah.
city, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually like the black and white.
I do
don't
like
have
the
a
black
problem.
and
Yeah.
white.
Here we
It
go.
And the
does
jerseys
have-
look good.
It does
seems-
have a
It's got a vibe.
It feels like
Brooklyn-y
Brooklyn. Yeah, right.
vibe,
And I like
but it doesn't need to
that
be
decision, like the
shitty.
Oakland Raiders, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like menacing. Or
Maybe
it
Brooklyn's
can be.
shitty.
This isn't. Yeah.
All right. So Nets, nay.
nay.
No.
Charlotte Hornets. Now, I remember when this team was invented and they had like Larry Johnson back in the day.
Wait,
That
did-
dude was funny.
What were they? What was their previous location?
Charlotte.
No. Were they always in Charlotte?
I believe so. They were always Charlotte Hornets, weren't they?
What team did Anthony Hardaway play for?
That was Magic.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep. The
Owned by
Little
Michael
Penny.
Jordan.
Penny Hardaway
Yeah.
and Fernie. So,
So the Hornets, this is more of like a current, very traditional sports team logo that you see everywhere.
it's got an
Yeah.
angry animal.
Very much.
Has the like the 2-3 tone shape and shadow.
Yeah. They're
It's
sticking to the color scheme they started with.
they snuck in a basketball into the Hornets'
They
ass.
did. It's
Yeah.
Into
it's
its thorax.
No, I think that's a pubic goiter.
I don't know. It's all right.
I'm into it.
It works as like
It's
Yeah.
legit designed.
Yeah,
Like it works.
Oh yeah,
It
it's
has total design integrity.
I think they have to redo the head.
it's of this era.
Yeah.
for
Nobody
sure.
I
prefers
like the angry animals.
this
Yeah.
version.
See
I
that
like that version.
that's
way
Muggsy
better.
Bogues style. It's
Yeah.
a Muggsy.
I like
See,
that one way better.
Yeah, look, he's got a like a Cheshire cat dong. It's fantastic.
He does. Skunky tail.
Big and bulky. That's how they do it down there. So Hornets, I say it's an effective team logo.
Yeah.
I don't
good.
know if
That's
it's
good.
cool because I don't know what's cool. Pistons.
Is this the current one?
This
Yeah.
is the current one.
That is
Yeah.
some classic shit.
Classy.
So
It's a lot
Classy.
better than the one I was looking at.
I have another.
Oh, the one with the horse and the actual and like the exhaust pipes or whatever.
So apparently, when they tried to put, so it started off as something like this originally, and then they tried to put, I think it was a
piston in
horse.
it?
No,
It was
oh, that was another one I
Oh,
found.
the Piston Man.
Yeah, the Piston Man who looked like a fighter from Mortal Kombat. But anyways, but when they put stuff on the actual logo,
Yeah.
the public lost their mind.
Yep.
And they rebelled against it, like, oh, this is better now.
Yeah. No, I
dig it.
I don't quite get the type. Nothing else about the stroke, like the line of basketball coming through the center. It's like bucked off at the end, but all the other corners and edges have that like corner radius on just one part of it.
Yeah.
I think if they just went with like a fuck you sans serif, there's nothing fancy about this. Like almost take the Brooklyn Nets type and just be like
Totally.
Detroit. And don't even say Pistons, just say Detroit. Because that town has nothing.
Got 8 Mile.
What was the guy that shot himself?
Eminem. No.
It
Not
was like
not-
Soft Rabbit or something? I don't...
Oh, you mean for the football player who was wearing sweatpants to the strip club who had a handgun
No,
in his
it was an 8
waistband?
Mile. There was a guy
Oh.
that...
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, regardless, Brittany Murphy's dead.
But there was a football
He is
player
dead.
who went into a strip club with a handgun.
Yes. Was
in
that
his
Ocho
sweatpants.
Cinco?
No, it was another player.
Yeah,
and
and he-
shot himself in the leg.
Because he had a
Yeah.
gun in his
In his
sweatpants pocket.
pocket. Yeah.
Wasn't it in just his waistband though? Not in his pocket.
I guess that would be cool. but see, that's the thing. You have to make sure you tie those little strings when you do that.
Gotta tie the string.
Look,
Right,
there's
so-
colors too.
Yeah.
and
Pistons
into it.
is fun.
Pistons
That's good.
is a yay.
That's old
Good.
school.
Totally.
Everybody dig? All right. Spurs. I like this new one. They
Yeah.
stripped everything out.
What was
I like it too.
in it before? I know there was
Used
like
to have,
more
like,
of
a
like
banner.
the horseshoe.
Yep.
There was like a
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Why does this feel like a football logo?
Because it's from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So everything's kick
that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the tight is solid. I think the icon is great. I think I like that they yanked all the crap out and just made it like straight up what it kind of the core of it.
Has the spur always been at that same angle?
I don't know.
It's be interesting. And same with the letters has
Find
always
out.
been on a curve.
Yeah.
They have. When I was a teenager, my favorite team was the Spurs because my favorite player is David Robinson. My favorite actor is Robert De Niro.
The Admiral.
But yeah, so I had like shirts and they had like the Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood, like the Nike commercials and all
Right.
that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he was from the Navy and he was
Yeah.
like squeaky clean
he
and
was
all
an
that.
admiral.
Yeah, and he was like he was like Kawhi ripped in the 90s.
Yeah.
David Robinson was Jack motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then he looked like an alien out there because everyone else was like, yeah, they're in good shape. But he was like he had like round shoulders that like went in at the bicep and then went out again. You're like, oh my God, this guy like does push-ups and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like.
Very rare for a center in the 90s to be
Yes.
jacked.
Yeah. Because it's like minute, just be
Yeah.
tall.
Even
Just be
should
a
I eat
giant
it?
minute.
Yeah.
And now Bowl is getting passed up in the draft.
even like Karl
Don't.
Malone was a big guy, but
Yeah.
he wasn't ripped by any means.
No, he was pretty
No.
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like Mark
No,
Gasol.
look at
He's a
that.
throwback.
They fixed the angle.
No muscle
Yeah.
definition.
They fixed it.
Yeah. Oh, I
It's
forgot
so
it
much
used to be like the Rasta colors again, like Lithuania.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
No, no, it's
the
super
Rasta
tight now.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs
'cause,
logo is great.
I like this new one.
Yeah.
definitely,
All right.
definitely.
That's where the Nets should have gone in that direction.
New Orleans Pelicans.
Gotta have that basketball in there. Gotta have the French.
See, I like
Taste to it.
I like that they have a little French stank on it because all the other ones it could be from anywhere
Yeah.
in the country and be
It's
like,
got
we're
Well,
the Jets
yeah.
or we're
correct
the
flavor.
Boulders or whatever.
And we were just saying include something from your city. So.
Yeah. So this, I think I think the little curly weird things at the top. I think it's and the colors. It feels like New Orleans for some reason.
I mean, there's no
when I first
beads
saw it, I
on
was
the
like, this is a
pelican, but-
big dumb bird. And then I looked at it more. I was like, it actually looks pissed off. It's done well.
But
Well,
is
you
that-
I
don't
liked it.
show a pelican with profile. 'Cause
No,
that nobody wants to see that.
it's not flattering for the pelican.
no. So
It's like every photo
smart.
of me for my family is from underneath because I'm taller than them.
Yeah.
And I look like a fat ass in every picture.
You
So,
look like a pelican from the side.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially
What?
in the tub. They love the water.
The one thing I don't like about this is the type
The type
accents.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little roundy
little
weird
nubs?
things. And
Yeah.
the pelicans at the bottom is very plain. Like everything's pretty fancy, and then you're like, and I don't know, fucking Arial.
Yeah.
Let's do nothing with that part.
Yeah.
I think with an hour's more worth of work, it could be pretty good.
Yeah, there's some nice details on it for sure.
Yeah,
but
there's something in there with the pelican. There was
Yeah.
like potential there for sure.
always
that they couldn't botch.
sports animals are always angry.
Yeah.
Why the bloodshot eyes?
I'm not sure. There was actually
PCP?
An article that I found recently from Deadspin where, no, I don't know. It was one of those. Yeah. It was from Deadspin, and somebody went and found as many logos as he could find, team logos with birds in them, and color corrected them to what their actual colors are. So the Cardinals don't have a yellow beak; they have a
Right.
red beaks. And it's like, oh, okay, well, they don't look as good now.
Well, that's like
There's a reason why.
Neil deGrasse Tyson being like, this is why finding Nemo is impossible. Like, oh, aren't you the funnest bag of shit? And now he's like a lady toucher or something, so he fucking...
No.
Is he?
That's
this is like 6 months ago.
Oh, I missed
Nothing.
that.
I'm not in defense.
Here,
to be
here,
clear, I'm just
Here,
saying.
let's pretend I'm Neil
nothing's
deGrasse
come
Tyson
out.
and he's a Pixar movie. It's fucked. He's
Yeah.
disgusting and he's over.
I wanted to say something about Pixar movies. Did you see that they removed that extra scene from
Casting
Toy
couch
Story
scene?
from Toy Story 2?
Yeah. Where
There's
the
a
old like
scene
prospector was
which
like
is-
trying to jam a lady.
Well, it turns and Kelsey Grammer, who plays the prospector, was in like the toy box where with two Barbies, and he's
Yeah.
like, "I can get you all the roles." And Disney's like, "Oh shit, this is a Weinstein moment. We have to remove this scene completely." Like,
Yeah.
We
just
have
cut
to
it.
remove that scene anyway. Like, what the hell is that?
It's I don't know. I don't.
And prospector's
Yeah.
got a bone.
Like, yeah.
Prospector's got a prospect. Shit. And I'm
So
out.
that's Marcus's second leaving of the show.
Yeah.
Dallas Mavericks, holy bag of nonsense.
Is this the current one?
This is what was on the NBA site. So
This is the syndrome, this styling. It's like a plague.
It's a melted angry horse.
it kind of reminds me of the Turkish one. There's that crescent moon in the top.
There's a lot going
Where's
on.
Nowitzki from?
There's
Too much of
Lithuania?
this.
No,
Germ?
he's not.
I don't know. He looks like one of those tall guys that don't live a long time. So,
Like Great Danes?
Yeah.
Great Dane Judi Dench.
She's German.
So, there you go. So, for me, this looks like they took a logo, sent it into space, and say, do whatever you want with it, people of space.
it
And they sent
looks-
it back, and they're like, this is an Earth
But
logo.
it looks like it's gone through a black hole and
Yeah.
it's come out. It's bad.
It's weird.
well, I like.
Don't
I wonder
enjoy
if
it.
the designer of this was like, did you notice the M put in the horse's forehead
I didn't even notice that.
I did not know.
But
for the Mavericks?
Look at this star at the bottom. It's like one of those
so jacked
those kids
up.
that I think we talked about this before, progeria, where the kids look odd.
Yes. Well,
It's
they
like
look
that's
old.
a progeria star. I don't like it at all. I'm fine with those kids, but that star is
Gotta
horrifying.
go.
Is that supposed to be a basketball in behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's not supposed to be. It's for sure a basketball.
It's missing
It
parts of
looks
it.
Hey.
warped and squished.
Which, for me, if you show a horse, you automatically think basketball anyway. You don't need to
Yeah.
we can do the math.
Clip clop.
Look at the gray
Clip
behind the
clop.
white horse. Like how it's.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's no greater combination than white, gray, and blue if you want to buy a Civic in 2001.
It's just bad.
Yeah,
We should stop looking at it.
Mark Cuban, fix it.
Oh,
Or pay us to fix it. You got money.
I mean, we could do a much better job.
Shark
than this.
stank. Let's do it.
Shark
Yeah.
stank.
Yeah, because this shit stink. Woo! Spaghetti.
Sacramento Kings.
It looks like a loading screen for a computer video game in the 80s.
It
Well, the
feels
top
very
half does.
medieval times.
Brought to you
me.
by Sacramento King Systems.
I don't know. I without seeing what it used to look like, because I know that's changed a fair bit. I can't remember what it came from, what its
Sure.
origin story was.
It's odd.
It's not. I don't think it's the
It's not
worst,
horrendous.
No.
but it's not great.
So one thing I'm noticing is a lot of teams are throwing gray into the logos. I'm assuming because it's going to be silver when
Yeah.
it's on a jersey or whatever. But it just comes off as super drab.
Totally.
But again, it's designing for
It's
every
just-
conceivable medium. So it's like almost the middle that you make has to be this weird like liminal space of I'm nothing because I need to eventually be everything. But it's weird. But it has basketball. Has everyone had a basketball so far? Not Spurs.
Okay. Compared to what it used to look like, it actually looks way better.
The Acorns have a basketball.
This is actually apparently a throwback to the 80s version.
Yeah, a lot of
But
Yeah.
it
them
used to be a
are.
different color. Yeah, we'll
Wait.
see. What usually happens, and this is a quote from. Actually, you know what? I'm jumping the gun here. I'll get to this later.
All right.
I've got actual historical information that I did research on that blew me away after the break. Just kidding.
Which is happening in a while. One thing that I was almost about to comment on was California has two professional sports teams named Kings. They have Los Angeles Kings for hockey. And then I remembered the Canadian Football League has 10 teams and 2 of them are named the Rough Riders. So we cannot comment on anything.
No.
We're so good at it.
Kings,
That's
fine.
That's a pass.
It works.
Yeah.
It's
I
a throwback.
appreciate The lack of,
It is a throwback. You're
Yeah.
right.
Oh, LA's got the
Yeah.
gamut up. Oh, I remember that the middle one was,
Yeah.
that's 90s. Why was 90s so bad?
It's not a good era.
No.
No.
So how many basketball teams does California have? Clippers, Lakers, Kings, Warriors?
Yep.
No, the Warriors are in.
They're the Golden
Golden
State.
State.
They're California's
Never
team.
mind.
So they have 4.
Yep.
I guess they have like a tenth of the country's population. They can have 4 teams.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Sure.
All right. Kings,
And
yay.
only 2 seats on this. Anyway, never mind. Getting political there.
Ooh, hashtag. Phoenix Suns.
I prefer the purple version way better.
The Barkley era?
Got
Yes.
more,
Yeah. Your Barkley era had
Spunk.
a lot of stank to it.
Yeah.
This one's quite bland. I don't know. It's fine. It looks like a shitty icon on your phone or something. It's nothing
They're-
amazing. Like
The
the
beveled suns is pretty insane. Like,
yeah. But
and unnecessary.
what I've
Shit,
seen
we
with
have to bevel this S. Oh god damn it! There's too many angles.
what I've seen with almost with the majority of these thus far is they all pick like this like angly type with all these like weird serifs and like cuts in them.
Yeah.
Which works in a larger size, but then when you get to the Phoenix on the Phoenix Suns one, they use the exact same one in a smaller size, and all that detail is going to get like completely lost. So it's like they make one typeface and just use it for everything.
Yep.
I don't know if that's shitty design because tons of them are doing it. I wonder if it's like more effective or I don't know. It just it just looks weird.
They're just some of these logos, the newer ones, are coming off as kind of lazy.
What is the thing
Forward.
that's the same forward and backwards, like the CRD logo?
Yeah.
That's what. Look at
That's
Suns.
what
It
that
goes
is.
backwards. It goes both ways, just like Marcus.
And just like with the CRD, who fucking cares? Like, what? Why is that useful?
When's that ever
or
gonna
cool?
come
up? Yeah,
When
it'd be
is
like-
that ever going to be a thing?
It'd be like if one of our trucks is flipped over in the ditch. You're like, oh, it's a Suns truck.
There'll be the designer of this will be in a bar somewhere and he'd be like trying to pick up somebody, and be like, the Suns logo. check it out
Forwards
when we
and back.
flip it upside down. Whoa, that's the same. You want to go home with me?
It goes both ways, like my sister, who's right beside me. Can we buy you a drink? I think this logo is not interesting enough to have an opinion of.
Nope.
It's not really.
It's bad.
What do you think, Jordan?
Yeah, no, there's no concept. There's no.
No guts.
No.
All right.
No glory.
It's crazy.
Barkley's crying in his. Does he have money?
Oh, he's got lots.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
crying in his money then.
Well, he's on TV every day.
Yeah.
Are you sure he has money?
I would hope so. He looks like
He
the
must.
size of a human who has money, judging by how much it seems he eats.
Yeah.
He's fat.
Shaq
I'll just
must
say
have
it.
tons of
He's
money
fat.
then.
Poor people don't look fat.
He's got the gout.
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies.
He has one really fat foot.
This thing sucks.
Oh no way! I love the logo. I don't like the type, but that icon's sweet.
But again, the type, look,
Yeah.
it's like
It-
straight with one rounded edge. Like, that's like
Yeah.
a trend for
That's
some
the
reason.
thing.
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's like readability, like, because it's kind of fucked up, it catches your attention.
Yeah.
Well,
Like when they make,
this
like,
is the
road signs?
traditional angry animal.
Yeah.
3 shades of shadow and
Well,
light.
look, really,
Scary eyes.
like, I'd say the others are angry. This guy looks disapproving. Like,
Also-
like you just came home
Yeah.
late. He's like,
he looks disappointed.
you have any idea what you've done to your mother?
Oh, good job, guys. We lost again.
Yeah, that's got to screw with the team's head after they lose and they walk back to the locker room. It's just like, no, it's just a mad yogi. But
Is it-
again, look, the gray that must be intended for silver
Yeah.
down the road.
Totally.
But it's all
Yeah.
There's no
purples
reason for it otherwise.
and purples, blues,
I don't
purples, and gray.
I don't like it.
Yeah, the extra gray border doesn't really seem necessary.
No, but it has to have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
They went for the inline instead of the bevel on that Memphis type too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are
Clever
there
girl.
bears in Memphis?
No.
Well, there you
Doubt
go.
it, yeah.
Well, take that, Memphis. You got no Bears. Raptors. Now,
It's conceptual.
the finals are heating up. Perfect time to do this show.
Yeah.
I think John Stockton's going all the way. He got a new haircut. He's looking fast. I like his shoes and his wholesomeness. But yeah, the Raptors. I don't know if I hate it or I'm fine with it or I like it.
I don't know.
I like the basketball with the
Yeah,
rips
the
in
basketball's
Yeah.
great.
it, but everything else is just like putting a hat on a hat.
Yeah.
It's
But compared to the old one,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's what the Brooklyn
You don't like
Nets
the
wish that they look like.
the Hornets,
The Nets.
Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
It's
Yeah,
that-
it's better type.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the first. This is the first logo
Fresh to
that
death.
the city and the team name are the same font
Yeah. You might be
Is
right.
it?
that we've seen.
Phoenix
I
and
think.
Suns were the same, but the Suns was beveled. There's been a few. It's
This
odd.
This is like
If-
same
if
type
my
and
memory
same
isn't-
size too.
Yeah,
I love just the icon.
It's okay,
Like
yeah.
if you Google Raptors logo, there's like the ball
Just the ball.
red on black, and it looks phenomenal.
yeah.
But like this lockup is, I don't know, it's okay.
But also that We the North thing they have, they used a free font.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
called
yeah.
Chinese Rocks Free. It came out like 9 years ago,
Yeah.
and it was fine. It's like that PT banana split, whatever that like 70s font. When somebody uses it, like, oh, you got a free font,
Yeah.
Where's
and
the Kawhi claw logo that Nike stole?
It's like his.
Sorry.
Twitter
It's a
logo, I
team,
think.
That's a player logo. Not
so
a
yeah,
team
Kawhi
logo,
Leonard
but-
made his own logo. It's basically a hand,
oh yeah,
and it's just says claw.
Yeah.
Well, it says KL.
well, did he make it,
Yeah,
or did he make it with Nike?
He
Don't know.
made it with Nike, but he conceptualized
Was-
it himself.
Jay-Z freelancing.
Yeah.
oh my God,
$800.
the JC agency.
Jay-Z agency? Nope, that was not
See,
a thing.
I know you're trying, but it didn't work.
Nope, that's a
Toronto
terrible
Raptors,
portmanteau.
That's a yes.
I'd
Yes.
say yes, but
Yes.
I would like half an hour with it.
Yeah.
Do what I want.
I don't know why the best part of it is sits back the most. You know, the
That's-
icon in gray.
Yeah, gray
is-
on black with a
yeah.
red ring that just
Mhm.
eats up the scenery. That's a good point. Whoa, Pacers, you lost your mind. Why would you not just have that P with the ball still?
Yeah, the P with the ball.
It's like, we've only had it for 30 years. We should tell
Yeah.
people who we are.
Yeah, the P with the ball has been the logo since its inception,
And it's
Yeah.
solid.
you don't need to mess with it.
It's great. But here's city name and team name in the same typeface.
Yeah, that's a Toronto Raptors.
But there's no emphasis. They're the same size. Like, you would be insane to use two different typefaces. But I think they just fucked it, kind of. Like, they put a giant yellow ring around the iconic P with the ball in it. Again, yes, it has a... Hey, the Grizzlies didn't have a basketball in it.
The Memphis Grizzlies, no.
No,
The
Vancouver Grizzlies.
did.
That was really special to look at. It looked like the whole essence of like Reebok in the 80s and 90s came to life.
Yeah.
Just a lot of
Little
thick black
known
lines.
fact, Pacers started out as a tennis team.
Look at that. That is the biggest tennis
Yeah,
ball I've ever
the
seen.
old logo was the
What's the hand reaching into? It's like, here I come.
that's Jerry King reaching into the toilet tank.
Yeah.
Where'd I keep that giant tennis ball?
Oh,
So
It was when somebody said, we need you to put a basketball on this logo. And they go, what does it look like? It's kind of like a tennis ball, but different. And they go, great.
is it a
Got
tennis
it.
ball? Yeah, I didn't want to overdo it. I didn't know if you guys wanted the full,
Well, I didn't want to put every detail into it.
Yeah. So Pacers,
The new one passed.
once great, now
yeah.
ungreat. It's just
Just not necessary.
no. It's like
Totally
putting a shirt on a
unnecessary.
car. You're like, it's fine how it was. Oh, L.A. Clippers. Good, sweet baby. What have you
Yeah.
done to yourself? And again, that same typeface. Look, the hard cuts in the type with the round corners. What is going on? Why do people
What
do
was
that?
the motivation? Was it supposed to look like some kind of like gangbanger vibe? Like, I don't.
I would,
I remember when they announced this, and it was like Blake Griffin wearing a bunch of the swag, and it was just
yeah?
everyone was just puking all over it.
I'd like,
Yeah.
I'd like to read another opinion. I know it's blunt and clumsy to want a team logo to echo the nickname, but this team was named after cool ships, and they've never put a ship on the fucking logo. People don't even know why it's called the Clippers anymore.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. The new logo looks like a game of Snake I played on a Nokia phone back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It is bad.
The thing I don't mind is the LAC.
Me too.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
okay.
like that.
But the
That's
order
okay.
of it, I don't like.
No, because
Right.
it looks like claw.
Well, it's Clippers LA.
Yeah.
Claw.
Yeah.
It's claw. It's a claw. Yeah. So underneath, so if it was just that little like crest or that little type thing in the ball, it's all friends. It'll be fine. But then they add these weird lines, like it's like being bent or something.
Yeah.
Makes absolutely no sense. Why would they put that tiny highlight on the type,
yeah.
but there's no highlight on anything else? It is horrible shit. Like it looks like a newsletter that's in like the break room. You're like, oh, it's Debbie's 40th. Like, have a basketball and good time. It's
My
just,
son made this logo.
Is that a basketball? I don't know. What is that?
it's kind of the court. It's kind of a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be like if a line went straight up the free throw key and then wait through the 3-point line so they knew where to shoot. Yeah. It's vomitous and terrible.
One of the worst in the whole league.
Yeah.
And a bunch of these, like I saw following basketball for years, so I didn't know a bunch of the teams like redid their logo. So this is weird to look at. Because what was the old Clippers
what
one?
the hell were they doing?
Oh, the old one, the ball and had a
Well, this is very like Lakers reminiscent.
Oh,
They
that
probably
is-
got in trouble.
yeah.
One on the bottom.
They play in the
But
same
this
arena.
For
is
real?
like what?
It's the NBA logo.
Yeah, they put the
Can't do
NBA
that.
logo on the left. It
They
says
were
Los
just like,
Angeles
oh, we'll
Clippers.
Just do the Lakers. Oh no, we can't do that. Fine, we'll do the NBA thing. No, we have to come up with our own. Fine.
Yeah.
Don't hold
Even
back.
now, they're the colors of the NBA logo.
They would benefit from Jay-Z's involvement.
Oh,
Well,
maybe 50 Cent's not busy.
I think Jay-Z's on Fiverr. You can
Yeah, you can-
grab a quick logo.
He's on, what's the other site?
Tinder,
No, the one I sent you. The
Walmart site.
where you can.
Oh, how do you do?
Oh, fuck.
What's it called?
Doesn't matter.
Is it a
Cameo.
Fiverr?
Cameo.
That's what
There
it's
you go.
called.
Just almost how do you do?
If you haven't seen Cameo and not
Right.
the Word Up version, check it out later. LA Clippers, boo. No.
You suck. Washington Wizards.
Can we skip past this? Yeah, we get it. There's a monument in there. Whoopie-doo and a star.
And 3 stars, 3 different stars,
Yeah.
and another basketball, and the city in the same type as the name because
Yep.
they're the same size.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that lettering isn't the same curve as the actual shape it's in.
And they're like fighting each other. Like, look at the eye in the
No,
top.
neither is Wizards.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
No, well, neither is Washington.
But look-
it's like tighter on the edges.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The most reluctant guest we've ever had, just actively being 2 feet away from the microphone. Fuck this.
I'll be in the bathroom.
So, but like in the Wizards, like look at the R. I don't know type terms because I'm an
Well, the-
idiot.
the
But like the
R
back thing, the straight up part.
But the R has a speech bubble in it, too.
Were
Oh,
were
it's
those
probably saying
letters
something.
hand placed?
It looks either that or something else bad happened.
By somebody with no hands.
Yeah.
The H is now my focus. Whew.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of
just-
like
It's all kinds of
Much
wonky.
like the real Washington, there's a lot of bad things going on with
hey,
it.
talk about a circus with all the clowns in that
Eat
fucking
it,
place.
America.
Yeah. 4th of July. Boo.
I'm
that
probably
looks like
going to
a
be on the
progeria star too.
no-fly list.
Yeah. And American. I mean, we're doing a whole show about American teams except for one. That is, we're hoping the champions.
Yeah.
Just in time.
Fingers crossed. This is
After
bad.
this, we're going to finish watching the Oscars and then finish watching the basketball finals. So don't spoil it for us. Wizards,
Back to the drawing
you look
board.
like the Globetrotters got a worse logo.
Yeah.
It should be a Texas logo, and that should be a gun in the middle.
Just
like
a,
a-
bullet.
Or like
Yeah.
2 barrels of a shotgun, because that feels like Texas.
The
All right.
Texas, the Texas Wizards.
I think we have a
I
consensus.
don't think
on
they
this
like
one.
wizards down there.
Alea, have you?
If I
Declared.
weighed in on this, I'm
Love
not
it.
feeling this one.
No, it's bad.
It took you
bad.
that long to decide you're not feeling it? Good Lord.
It's confusing. This
More,
one.
more gray.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
more
the
gray.
again.
Red, white, and gray. These colors don't
I
do
salute
much with
Bleed.
each other.
Great.
Oh, they bleed. They bleed hard. Jazz. Oh,
Yes.
what have you done to the beautiful jazz?
I like this.
I am a big fan of this.
I like it, but the Utah on the top right is weird.
It's good.
What was the old one like?
The old one was just like this, only messy.
So how come the little stick thing coming off the ball making the music note isn't the same weight as the skinny stick thing on the A?
Because
Why
Because
would-
it's
That's-
jazz. It's jazz, baby.
Jesus Christ.
it's all improv.
Theolonius fuckface
Okay.
made this.
But they were also that. A mountain
Yeah,
range.
but
See-
before that,
See, that just looks
they
bad.
were that.
That looks like any generic team ever.
Totally, and that has nothing to do with jazz.
No.
That is
Neither
not
does
jazzy.
Utah.
And true,
That's what
there is
she
no
said.
jazz in Utah. I don't know what.
They outlined that in basketball, where the Lakers moved to Los Angeles, where they have no lakes, and Jazz moved to Utah, where there is no jazz.
It's
Yeah.
so this current logo is it's a hot mess, but it's
It's not a hot mess.
but it no, well hear me out. Oh shit, that worked. Just kidding.
We were listening. Oh my God, they're
Oh,
listening.
nobody listens to me
I
ever.
was shushed.
Hear me out. It's different enough that it makes it good,
Yeah.
but it's still a hot mess because there's
Why?
angles going everywhere. The A just
It's
throws off
jazz.
everything.
It's cattywampus.
It is like jazz. You can't follow it, but you're like, I should get this.
But sometimes when I
I'm
hear it,
smart
I'm like,
enough.
do I like this? And I look
Yeah.
at it real hard and I go, no,
No,
I
I
don't
don't.
like
Yeah.
this. But I find it interesting that such a religious state has a team that sounds so much like jizz.
Go figure.
Hey, read your Bibles, guys.
What does the Utah Jazz Bibles and jizz have to do with anything together?
Well,
Yep, try it.
Bibles in Utah, they
Uh-huh.
love those things. And jizz, they're soaking down there. You know what that is? It's like a weird lovemaking that doesn't count. It's just a lot of like, you put it somewhere and then just let it sit.
I think you're thinking of fish.
Well, obviously,
So
Yeah.
the Utah
a
Chinooks.
beautiful Utah lake trout. Jazz, I like it, and I want to, and I also hate it. But if they change it, I'd be mad.
I'd be mad.
Yeah, it's a yes.
I-
It's
yeah.
a good-
It's a good one.
If they made it better, it would be worse. Ugh, Cavaliers.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
they've
Their
had
current logo.
yeah,
Oh,
Same
They've
typeface
had-
for the city and the.
but they've had bad shit
They've
since
run
the
the
beginning.
full gamut.
It's always
yeah.
been somebody or something to do with a sword.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
But why is the big C with the sword going through it? Which the sword does look like a peeled banana. Why is that C
God.
so
Yes,
different
it
than the
does.
C in the Cavaliers at the top? Why have such a stylized one C, then be like, you know what? Let's make a very stylized other one, but let's not make them friends at all.
I don't know. I kind of want to
Yeah.
move past this one.
Oh, it's bad.
There's just nothing redeemable about this.
No, that's why LeBron left.
Is the thumbs down?
Is there? Are we looking at like a navy and a black in the mix here?
Yeah.
And a
Or are my
purpley
eyes
thing,
bugging out?
and a gold and a white.
Yeah.
There's no gray.
No, it is right.
There's no gray.
Oh,
That's
the
right.
No, there's
missed
no gray.
opportunity.
Yeah, there's a navy in
There's a
the
navy in
colors
there.
Yeah. All right. Boo.
That's
Bad.
horrible.
Hey, Philadelphia 76ers. I like this.
I
like
am
it
a
too.
fan.
Old school.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I
Yeah.
love the when it's just the
Just
76.
the 76.
Yeah.
Me too.
Star circle. It's so good.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
there's no Liberty Bell. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
No.
It looks
was-
great on their jerseys and their branding. It's
Yeah.
sweet.
And timeless, and
And
it's
cool.
like we could pick it apart and be like, that's weird and that type's weird and that doesn't match.
No,
but
but-
it's like the Jazz. If they fixed it, they'd break it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's great.
we salute you, Philadelphia, wherever you are. Oh, Milwaukee Bucks. This is a fantasy in 10.
So this isn't the Jägermeister team?
No.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen the
I like this one.
original Milwaukee Bucks?
Was it just like a dollar bill?
I'm trying to find it. It's really something.
I think this just looks like a beer brand.
It does for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm into it.
Oh, look, another M.
There's
look at
an
his
M.
neck.
The
Fuck, all right.
It's probably friends with that horse.
Make sure the buck is angry.
It's very angry.
But also make sure that the part of the circle that follows Milwaukee Bucks stops at either end of the word, creating a lot of space that is just doing nothing leading up to the buck head.
Yeah, that's weird.
It doesn't.
It is kind of weird. It's imbalanced.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah. They should have put it like
it's
in
like
between the two circles, so it could have gone the whole way.
Yeah.
or
But it's-
something.
And just
I
like
don't
bleed right into the
Yeah.
antlers and take out all the tan and the surrounding circle. You just have like a
know. Mhm.
but
bold
it's,
deal.
It's also like they got confused in styles halfway up and
Yeah.
went, let's do just all straight angles. And then another person jumped in. It's like, I like
I'll finish this
curves.
off for you.
And then everything became curved after that.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's
You guys are making me like it less.
I prefer this.
that. Yeah, that's the old. That one's great.
Oh my god.
It looks like a
It's
Christmas card.
adorable.
Yeah, their very old
That's
one
not
is.
real.
No, it is.
It's
There's
very
no
real.
way that one is
I
real.
know for a fact that's real, and it's spinning. It's spinning the basketball, right?
Yeah.
It's really good at basketball. It's got its tongue out. Michael Jordan probably saw that. I'm like, fuck, that's a good idea. I'll spin a basketball, put my tongue out.
This is
Yeah.
the Bucks is a no from me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a yes.
All right. Controversial. And that almost looks like that We the North typeface that Chinese rocks
Yeah.
free again.
Yep.
What is with stupid bad type on these logos?
I know.
There has to be like some kind of, when people see it, they remember it or something because it's kind of fucked, so they take notice. Like, I don't know.
Maybe because the licensing is too much.
For a phone.
Yeah. It's like, how would this be used?
That could be.
on
Everywhere,
everything.
all over.
On millions of things.
So,
I can't really charge for that.
of all the ones we've seen thus far, has there been any logo that has type that you like?
76ers.
I do like
Well, this is the-
76ers.
Or I
Numbers.
guess a more modern one then.
I haven't really been focused on it.
I
don't
can't.
think so.
No, they're
Like-
failing in the typography department.
Like the Knicks looked unified, like that was a professionally done typeface that they made all dimensional or whatever. But yeah, just more and more, I'm just seeing just really, really insane choices, but consistently insane.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't explain it, and it's, let's face it, out of my control.
I like the colors.
You do like the
That's-
colors. They're
It
so
looks like a
sedating.
jacket Ron Swanson would wear.
It's very Eddie Bauer.
But
It's
but it doesn't have gray. Doesn't have that blue or purple that everyone
why
else
wouldn't they
uses.
just make that tan like a gold or something?
It is kind of a gold.
But it's not.
It's like a khaki gold.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
it's Dockers gold.
Yeah.
It's like Dockers with a little pea stain on the front.
It's a members only
Dockers
jacket.
gold.
Tan.
It is. Members only jacket, your Sassoon jeans.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that the antlers on the inside like evoke a basketball.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I didn't
Oh,
see that.
they
All
do.
right, I got new respect for this logo now. There's things happening in here.
I respect the restraint.
But it's like a 1998 tattoo if someone got like a tribal basketball. It was like, it's kind of a basketball. It's like, I'll never regret this. I'll always be good at basketball and cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, good observation because holy shit, I didn't see that at all. Unless it's an accident and then...
And then they go, oh, no, I totally meant to do
Yeah.
that.
So, Bucks, is it 3-1?
Who's out? I'm in.
You're
I like
in?
the ball.
Oh, I'm out. I just like
Okay, if you
the
like
numbers.
the
got you
ball,
with the ball.
we should go back several slides. They almost all have a
The
ball.
ball is redeeming in this
Oh,
case.
the secret ball.
What's going on with the
Like a Weinstein ball.
the shape around the band around the type?
Oh,
Oh, it's weird.
no.
It's almost like a Hell's Angels like bottom rocker that they have.
It's what's called in the industry a whoopsie.
Whoopsie, we did it again.
I'll get to this later.
All right. And 2-2, Bucks. You kind of win. Denver
Oh.
Nuggets. Now this is a new
Oh my
one,
God.
Yeah.
and it is.
This is
I don't know why they didn't just do the
minor guy.
Am I literally gonna say the hipster version with the pickaxes together
Cross.
and then on the sides then put D and N like?
And then under it says, "Don't replace mend and make do."
Wait, what's happening with those stars?
They are deformed.
My
As we
God.
all know, in Denver, they live under like, well, we got some old school stuff. Alea's bringing up the Nuggets. The old like
and also
Tetris one is pretty gnarly. That one's a little freaky. It got a little more mellow in like the 90s.
that type right there.
And then the bottom
And
one,
here.
the old school one, is like Jack
The
Black.
E and then the N that comes back and around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look, maybe they started that like straight on one side and rounded on the other side type.
Maybe.
It's
Innovators.
possible.
This is terrible. and
Yeah,
I
the
hope
new Nuggets
team
one.
doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, this is like 99 Designs quality of like
Also,
bullshit.
If you're a player, can you really get excited for being chosen to play on a Nugget?
No, Nugget is
It's
bad.
like, yeah, I get to play for the Nuggets.
Yeah.
At least when they had Mutombo, it was like, this guy's scary as shit. But now,
Yeah.
you guys are just Nuggets.
They're not even like
Yeah.
golden nuggets.
No,
They're not chicken McNuggets. They're just nuggets.
Just nuggets.
fuck it.
Just butt nuggets.
But Nuggets, all right? I think that sums it up. Hawks,
Reverse-
classic.
Yes.
Reverse Pac-Man.
Awesome.
Boom.
This is great.
The
You'll
into
never
it.
not see it anymore.
I think the type has too much detail to be small.
It's
Well,
got some weird detail levels,
Now
Yeah.
I'm just angry that
but it's
I hadn't noticed that there's too many circle logos now.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a lot of
there's
circle logos.
circles.
What do you
But-
think about basketball club?
I like basketball club.
It's soccery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, of course it's.
And when I think
We are the
You're
last-
Premier
flavor.
soccer, I think Atlanta.
We are the Atlanta Hawks,
Yeah.
BC. Yeah, before Christ. No, it stands for basketball club.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta explain it to people. Stupid.
I respect
dumb.
the one color.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
good.
Color.
But if they just killed all the words and the surrounding circle and just made that middle thing the thing,
Do
which
you-
I think they used to
I
have.
Do
think
you
that
not-
was
That's
how
strong
it
as
is.
hell.
Do you not see a reverse Pac-Man
Oh yeah, totally.
eating a pellet?
Yeah. He's eating a nugget,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever the acorn was holding.
That's his tongue. Or
The
something.
Oakland
Yeah.
Oaks.
Yeah. No, it's.
Barbed tongue. Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, watching Dominique Wilkins, like that was like the logo, right?
Yep.
Just that the head on the jersey. Dominique was tomahawking the shit out of everybody.
Mhm.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's solid. And I agree with Jordan. The one color is cool. It's
Yeah. I think
it's
the
like
only
confident. No gray.
The only other color logo is the Nets in the whole league, if I'm
Oh,
not
really?
mistaken.
Could-
Oh no, well the Rockets, I guess. Are just
Yeah.
red. Boring.
They don't count.
Yeah.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Basketball, check. Angry animal, check.
Star.
Super generic
Gray,
feeling.
check.
Star, check.
3 colors for the animal, check. Circle with a different A than.
Yeah, I was just
what
just
the
seeing
fuck?
that upside down.
They
The
couldn't,
what?
they couldn't afford a proper A, so they used the V upside down.
Oh, because
Wow,
Minnesota's
good.
in Virginia.
Doesn't give it a reason.
You hesitated. You're like, wait.
Oh, and there's a
Guys, let's hear them out.
Yes. This is
I'm no map.
this could use another few hours of work. This
See-
is an immediate no.
I think if they could just isolate the wolf has done quite well, I think.
That
Sure.
star in that position makes the ball
So,
look
but
like an
ho-
orange, and that's like the little.
Oh my god, it is.
So, I don't know if anyone's a hockey enthusiast. I'm not, but weren't the Minnesota North Stars a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
And they had a wicked logo.
And then they went to Dallas or something? I wonder if it's just like people
Remnants.
fucking love that star there.
maybe,
Like
maybe.
North Star breaking muffler and stuff. Anyway,
Gotta have it.
I think that if they yanked out the wolf Atlanta Hawk style and did something else with it, it could be kind of cool. There's the North Stars.
Yeah.
It's
Logo
it's
from
a
the,
star. It's pointing at North
Yeah.
Star.
Get it? It's up. North is up.
20 minutes later, paving. No, that's curvy bullshit.
Do you have any teams named after whales or people that hunt them? Do I have a logo for you?
Hartford.
Eh,
Whalers.
the Hartford Whalemen.
I got an idea. A tail. All right. I'm out.
Star, arrow,
I'm
tail.
back to my Jay-Z office.
Yes.
Portland Trailblazers. Classic as hell.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So nice.
I
Yeah.
actually have some background on this. From
You did background check?
I did background check on it. So what's really interesting
Turns out
is
he's touching kids.
so people most a
Fucking
lot of,
say it.
a lot of opinions from people online hate this logo. They think it's the worst.
They're stupid.
They suck.
Since the team's inception in 1970, the Trailblazers logo has been the subject of both admiration and diverse interpretation. The concept is a graphic interpretation of 5 basketball players from one side against 5 basketball players from the opposing side,
Oh, that's
rotating
cool.
around the circle in a pinwheel-like motion. And one opinion I found was, I've seen better color combinations in a hospital toilet.
Wow.
Very harsh.
Wow.
But also, you're going to see a lot of red in a hospital toilet.
Yeah, but it hasn't
So
really
that's
changed.
unfair.
It went from spiky points
Literally
to
shitting
flat
themselves
points.
to death. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that was about it.
I never saw the, well,
Well, you would see it, but you wouldn't get that it was
No.
players.
but
No.
also it's either 4 players on either side or 6 players on either side. Because
Depending
there's
on-
4 in the middle and then 2 on the outside.
Depending
So
on what Escher you're looking at.
Yeah.
It's
shout
got,
out to Stimuli.
It's
Go fuck yourself.
So it's got 2 colors. There's
Yeah.
no basketball.
No.
There's no angry animals.
And nothing else looks like it.
It's great.
But when they said 5 players coming together, it's not. It's 4 or 6.
No, it's not. You got 5 red stripes,
Oh, I was looking at the black
Oh,
ones.
you dum-dum.
5 white stripes.
Yeah.
Hey, White Stripes. You want to say anything to Jack White if he's listening?
Yeah. Stop. Stop.
Stop
did.
listening.
Everything.
Keep doing what you're doing, but stop listening. Go make some more music for Marcus. Blazers, I think it's unanimous.
I think the Portland
I think it's-
type can fuck off.
Oh, it's weird and gross,
Let's
but
give the P and T some dipsy doodles.
I enjoy
What?
this version of it.
Ooh, that's nice.
straight up and
Right?
down.
Well, why did they
Yeah.
give the P and the T?
I mean, that's like the spirit of that look, the type, the
Mm-hmm.
whole deal.
Yeah.
Now someone's just trying to like,
that's a
Yeah,
a Draplin orgasm is what that is.
yeah, it is a
Yeah.
Draplin
But
affair.
the P and the T of this new one, it make no sense why it got Sharpie points.
No.
It's
And
because all the other ones do.
but R
gotta
could have
have
got
it.
sharper, but then it would crash into the O.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't
Again, it's more
understand that.
it's more bad type.
Yeah. It's like the combination of that and then the Trailblazers,
Yeah.
like varsity cornering.
Yeah.
What's
If we
happening
just
here?
ignore the
None of the
Yeah.
type is good.
It doesn't
That's
matter
the
though,
whole
because
league.
it's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their most famous player was Clyde the Glide Drexler, which is like the greatest name you could ever have.
Yeah, I felt really bad when you'd play NBA Jam because you'd be like Clyde, and it's like whoever the other guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
And
man,
Rick.
He's the janitor.
They just took the John Stockton and gave him red hair. Like, it's Rick. It's like, yeah,
Rick's
Love number
Rick
104.
Splockton.
Rick's blocked. Heat. Now,
Toilet.
that does look like sperm now. That's straight up sperm.
It's just even that's been the similar logo since the teams come to the league. It's just a big
Pretty
shit
much,
going
yeah.
into a toilet. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Oh, that's that too. A fiery one, though.
Still. And then the
Caliente.
the T
Yeah.
gets a little caliente on the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in
Ooh.
a way that nobody asked for.
So it looks
No.
like a tadpole and not fire or smoke.
yeah.
It's dumb.
There's nothing
Like
about
the
this that makes
continuity
me
of the
feel good.
flames going through don't match up. It's just
So,
I know the color's different, but the actual
oh,
lines.
Jordan, if you talk into the green light part. There you go. Technical difficulty. We're back on track. It's weird. Like, but it's also weird. I forget which comedian was like, you can't name teams after like concepts. Like, it's the Heat
Yeah.
versus the Jazz. Like
The magic.
bears and horses can fight, but concepts can't fight.
No.
Like
Yeah.
the wind versus the essence of a summer day.
Yeah. It sounds
So-
ridiculous to talk about players like their stats. Like
Yeah.
he averaged 28 points as a Heat. Or like,
That's fair. He was a Heat. All right.
oh,
Most iconic Chicago Bulls.
It's never been touched.
Fucking
never
love
been
it.
tweaked.
Nor
Never
should
been
it.
changed.
best logo in the whole
And
league.
speaking of Aaron
Yeah.
Draplin, you know he would love to get in and fatten up every one of those lines until
Yeah, he
completion.
would.
But don't touch it,
No.
Aaron.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Don't
the
standardize
first,
this.
the first angry animal, maybe.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
first and the
Potentially,
best.
yeah.
So
Well, looking at the Bucks, that thing was pleased as punch. This
Yeah.
guy's like, I'm going to break
Yeah.
your spine.
Yeah.
so the guy who designed this, Dean
Yeah.
Wessel, Dean
Dean
Wessel,
Wessel?
Dean P. Wessel, he was paid in tickets and never saw
Oh,
a cent from this.
Poor guy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They were probably
Really?
awful at the time.
Yeah.
I think it was when they were just coming into the league, and
Yeah.
he went on to do like illustrations for Rand McNally, and
Yeah, he was an
had a bunch
advertising
of
designer.
yeah, he had a bunch of other agencies, but this one it's never been changed, and it's like one of those things that just came out perfect the first time.
And it's deceptively insane to recreate. When I was a kid, I used
Oh,
to like
yeah.
draw basketball logos.
Yeah.
And trying to draw this one was so fucking hard. Even if you got one side of it looking okay, you're like, oh no, the right side, because it's totally symmetrical.
There's
It would just look like we're talking about the ghost thing with the stroke earlier. It was just
Yeah.
like the bull was drooping and dripping, and it wasn't looking as proud as it needed to. But
it was great.
yeah,
It's
awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Never
Can't
change it.
beat.
Also, be a good team again. I don't know.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
The Thunder. That's another. The Thunder versus the Heat.
That looks like a Doritos bag. That's just.
That does
wrong
look like a
all
Doritos
over the
bag.
place.
And a Crest toothpaste strip
That,
at the bottom.
it looks like Spicy Cool Ranch or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a
the
flavor
colors,
fusion.
It's the.
I like how the basketball is just
Swoopies.
kind of peeking in.
Yeah. And the OKC is just like, no, I'm just gonna stop here, not quite center. I'm not really gonna think about where I am. I'm just gonna lay down.
This logo,
it's like a dog.
this logo isn't even okay. See,
Thanks, crowd. You've been great.
So
Marcus
many
will
of the
leave
new
for the
logos
third
have
time.
that thunder typeface with like
Yep.
Brooklyn,
Yeah.
Clippers.
Yep.
But again, like look at the U, like the
Yep.
squared off
Just
innards and then the
Yeah.
rounded
that off.
Yeah.
downstairs. But also, I never noticed the two like swoops of color behind it.
that's the toothpaste strip.
I was gonna say it looks medical.
Yeah,
It's,
what's that
Aquafresh.
Yeah, the toothpaste that has the strips in it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Lead strips.
it's bad.
Actually, never really looked closely at that emblem. It is bad.
It's pretty crap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like have a cloud. Think about a cloud.
Like, why
Don't
didn't
put a
you-
lightning bolt.
Why wouldn't you be the Lightnings or
The lightnings.
like Tampa Bay Lightnings?
you guys got to watch out for the lightnings.
They're the worst this time of years.
So I think it's a unaniboo.
Oh fuck, it's bad.
Golden State Warriors.
This is
Terrible.
dog shit.
You think
It's-
so?
It's so
It is.
uninspiring. It's dumb. It's a bridge.
It's like watching a poop eat itself. It's disgusting.
Like, you're called the Warriors.
It's iconic, for sure.
Is that the Warrior Bridge?
Why is that at the top of
Well, why
all
is the bridge there?
lists of like favorite logos?
They're not even in San Francisco. Well, I guess they
Not
will be
yet.
next year.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
this was a long game for them.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the San Francisco Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge in here 25 years before we're knocking on the door.
And the thing is, like,
I don't mind it
I,
though.
I think it was something else at one point, but it's been a bridge for a long time.
Yeah. Nothing happened. It's fine. You listened to it wrong. Anyway, Golden State Warriors.
Horseshit.
I agree with Jordan. When I see when I see it as a whole, like you can stand from across the room and be like, "Oh, iconic, I get it, all that." But really, when you start looking at the details, when you start looking at the line widths in like the bridge and all that, it's just it looks sloppy. I think it could be done just with like 10 minutes. It could be tightened up and look a lot better.
I appreciate the perspective of it, that it's not centered.
Yeah,
The copper plate Gothic.
it wishes because that's like Copper Plate and Cooper Black had like a dumpster baby and just like no, we'll just leave it in Oakland. It's like no, it's a me,
Do you think it
a
was?
Warriors.
Do you think it was also intentional to not have the circle centered?
Yes.
I think that
Ew.
was intentional.
Boo earns. All right, now I'm back off
It
it.
looks great on a jersey.
It does. It's
Maybe because they win all the time, but it does look good.
but it could be one of those things like the Jazz or whatever. If they tried to fix it, maybe they would break it. Maybe this is just
But they have tried to fix it.
did it work?
They've done a Draplin job on that for sure.
Oh, they farted it up.
I don't know if they like reverted back to this, but there's definitely a version kicking around, right? That's like evened out, that the line weights are
Oh,
heavier, that the font has been swapped out.
okay.
I wonder if they're going to do a new brand
Sure they
because of the move. Kind of like new
Yeah.
stadium, new look,
Yeah.
new whatever. They'll include a Dropbox logo or something in it. Whoever's sponsoring the arena,
Jeez.
Grinder,
Yeah.
Finder.
Golden State Grinders,
The Dropbox Warriors.
Jackhammers.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yay just because it means something. I don't even know. And technically, I'm not a fan, but it's a thing.
I'm gonna switch mine to yay because I appreciate more aspects of it that I don't like.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you want
I
us
like- I
over,
like it
Jordan?
too. Cool.
And Aleya just crossed the street and she said she likes it.
Yep.
Goodbye.
I just want to see.
Was that from Cable Guy?
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, I'm leaving now.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Boston
There you go,
Celtics.
Look at
It
Oh, she's
could
back.
be.
that. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
Check that out.
So the new one, I prefer
It
it.
is.
The Golden State's so much more readable.
They've centered it.
Yeah. So is that what they're going with now, or is that like a failed
Uh,
redesign?
It may have been a failed redesign.
It works. I mean, it's damn near the same thing. It's almost like not worth
Yeah.
changing to change a little bit. That's cool.
Yeah.
Kind of
It
knocked
does
out on
look
the
good
jersey. Yeah.
Actually.
Now this is Aleya. This is your favorite one, from what I understand.
This one scares the shit out of me. I don't know why. Since I was a kid.
I've never
That's
seen it in this
terrifying.
much detail.
Yeah.
Are you also afraid of Jackie Mason? Because they kind of have a similar vibe. Any
like-
Caddyshack 2 fans out there know what I'm talking about.
Oh, what? Yeah.
It could be a pub. It could be a basketball team.
I think a lot of these logos are never meant to be seen with this much fidelity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also
Full size on a 60-inch TV.
look at how that basketball's resting on his finger. It's like he's about
Yeah.
to push it away. You don't bounce a ball on the front of your finger
No.
Yeah.
when your finger's straight up.
His pipe is coming out of his nose.
That's fair.
It's also true.
That's a fair assessment. He has a bow tie. Yeah.
God.
So
So
would we
the
call
whole-
this a leprechaun or a horrible stereotype?
Well, judging by the ball would be much, much bigger if it was I don't know. The thing that I don't like most about this, as I look at it even closer, is the Boston
walking stick.
Celtics is hand drawn. And
Look how
the
the-
worst.
And look how the Celtics is just caressing the rim.
This cannot be the real current logo.
But
But you're fine with the shamrock hat band, bow tie, and vest.
I'm not okay
ensemble.
with any of this. It's all bad.
But also, that's just like in his pants. Is either the outline of the bottom of his gut or the biggest testicles commercially available, because those are
He's
huge.
done a he's done a poltergeist. It's like that's his bum. That's like his
Oh.
whole bottom half has spun around.
He's doing the old backward bum front shoes on us. Fuck it. I swear I'd never fall for that again.
Yeah,
Good God, it is the current. Like,
it is.
It hasn't
Oh, for
changed
sure it
forever.
is.
I like it when they do just like the green version or something. There's like a version where it's kind of, you
Yeah.
can tell exactly who it is, but it's not gross. But also, like, how could they ever change this,
weird.
especially in a town which is like notorious for people getting angry and fighting?
Exactly. Someone's gonna get killed if this
Yeah.
changes. So
what is a Celtic?
An Irish person. You know, like a Celtic.
I think you just made that up.
Shout out to Limerick. Designers are the worst at gmail.com. Marcus will send you bottomless photos of a person of his choosing.
So should it be pronounced the Boston Celtics?
Probably, yeah.
it's not unlike the New York
That's
Knickerbockers.
That's
the Father Knickerbocker.
That's Paul Revere attacking a basketball. I think it's a British.
I believe the Beastie Boys did a song about him attacking the rim.
Paul Revere?
Never mind. Next.
I only know new Beastie Boy stuff. Lakers. I say yay because it'll never
Lakers.
change in mine. Lakers.
Is that where we're going?
We're talking about the Celtics. I say yay because it's weird and it'll never change.
Yeah.
And if it did, it even though it's kind of a dumb thing, it ruins a vibe. It's kind of like their old court that had all the trap doors and boards sticking out, nails and stuff. It's part of the screwed up charm. Lakers.
No,
Yuck.
it's awful.
Yeah, I've never really just looked at it.
It's got a basketball.
It's kind of like when you just like stare at one of your kids and you're like, oh, you're kind of like, you have like a bump there and you're kind of like fucked up. Like, you're way better from over there.
Yeah.
I never
Hey,
noticed
kids.
how weird that basketball is before the strokes.
Yeah.
It is
Right?
odd.
So weird.
Does nobody pay any attention to details?
And you know what?
No.
Like, no one has attempted to clean this thing up. Like, it's
Well-
just been.
I think you should hop on Dribble and
Oh, okay, fair.
start posting your redone Jerry
My
King
little,
cartoons and
yeah.
checking it out. I
My shots.
readjusted all the wood so it's facing the right way in these Jerry King cartoons. These are now factually accurate.
Is this... This leads me to believe that this is a font. Because the S's
Yeah.
are both too high for their line height.
Yeah, and also that
they're
like
consistently off.
and that Los Angeles typeface, was it like the Saturday Evening Post, like that old
Yes.
magazine with Norman Rockwell would paint? That looks like that typeface too. Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of
It looks like it was drawn on a a Kleenex with like a Sharpie.
yeah. But again, it's like the Celtics. If they change it, it would be weird.
This is one of those logos that would fall under the category if you had to give it another rating of how far away do you have to be before it looks good.
Yeah,
This is a distance one.
you have to be like
This one
a
has to be
layup
moving.
distance from the microphone
Yeah.
away to look good.
Yeah.
With one eye.
Yeah,
And
like
moving.
the
It's got to
Celtic.
be a blur.
The Boston Celtic guy would look at this and think, "Mamma mia!"
Perfecto.
Hey, there's that Sicily charm.
Put another
Perfecto.
Put some more pasta sauce into my pipe.
Magic.
Boo.
Generic
Yikes.
high school garbage. Same kind of type, rounded,
Yep.
half, straight, whatever.
Gray.
More stars, more
basketball,
gray.
Stars.
I definitely
Check, check,
prefer
check.
the original Magic.
Yeah,
The Orlando type is on a different curve than the Magic is.
yeah.
Come on, people.
It's
All
just
right.
basic stuff, right? Like,
Was that it? Oh, that's it.
That's it.
We hit that.
So, I just, this was a lot of fun, but I do want to bring up something that I was curious about that I don't know if anybody else looked up.
Okay.
was I was trying to see if there was one person or one agency that designed all of these. Because the NBA has to have, like, what's their criteria when you're doing a rebrand? What I found is a gentleman named Tom O'Grady. So Tom O'Grady founded a place called Gameplay Creative in 2003. And he previously worked at the NBA as the league's first creative director, overseeing team rebrands and creating identities for both the Grizzlies and the Raptors.
He had a style.
He also managed the naming and design for all 12 WNBA teams. And one advice he said is teams who've altered their uniforms after winning NBA titles, Pistons and the Rockets come to mind, suffered serious fan backlash. Over time, those teams returned to uniforms more reflective of the designs they wore when winning their titles. Now, so without knowing what this person looks like,
I do.
Well, you gave it away because I found a better picture. Because he doesn't seem like
good Lord.
a basketball
Now
designer.
that looks like a magician.
That's what I mean. He looks like a Blackstone magician.
Yeah, he looks like a terrible magician.
But that's the guy who came up with the Grizzlies branding and the Raptors original branding. And funny thing about the Raptors is that their name was actually a contest, if you didn't know that.
I did know that.
So they put it out to the public, like, what should we name our team? And some of the options that came back were the blue basketballs, the tarantulas, the terriers, the polar bears,
And tarantulas ain't
the
bad.
tall boys,
For beer?
Boy.
Technotronics,
I like the tall boys.
thunder ducks.
But again, that's like the Nets. Like,
Good
Yeah.
God.
we are the basketball players. We are
Yeah.
the tall boys.
Yeah, the air commanders. So
Air commanders.
yeah, thankfully
That old
they went
trope.
with the Raptors.
Snapdragons.
But yeah, it was just weird because I thought, like, I wonder if there was one person who's designed all these terrible logos over time. But, like, I just couldn't find any sort of consistency. Anyways,
It makes sense.
what
They all share
what
so
time
many.
what time are we at so far?
We're at just over 2 hours.
Belief.
So we'll take a quick break. We're going to do a quick game, say goodbye, and then we'll be done.
The Carver's weapon. That's to shoot. That's mad to do what he was born to do.
Maybe so, but that's not all. They let Isaiah play like he's 10 feet tall.
For the kind of moves that never fail, the weapon's the choice of Kevin McHale.
The same is true for Mark McGuire. When I wear weapons, I'm on fire. Well, what can the weapons do for King? Why, I can do just about anything.
You already know what you did for me.
What?
I walked away with the MVP.
The Converse weapon. The #1 weapon in the NBA.
It's what?
It wasn't recording.
Well, the timing's off.
Well, I know. Hey, talk to the ghost of Steve Jobs.
So when I say amazing jokes like I just did, which I can never repeat.
You said
'cause
game time?
Everybody was laughing. It's pipe time.
It's basically like
Lost
saying
forever.
spray tan.
You know what? Why don't you go shove a pipe up your nose and become a Celtic?
Fill it with a marinara. All right, so
That's a spicy Alfredo.
classically spicy sauce.
Alfredo's a white sauce, so it can never be spicy.
Oh,
Wait, was that
God. That is a
white
slur.
person joke? Yes.
Nice.
Well, that's one for.
In your face, Seinfeld.
He's Jewish. I don't think he classifies as a white guy. We're just regular honkies. You can tell by our
Game time.
generic appearance. Oh, there it is. There's a joke.
Where's John Tesh when you need a theme
On a
music?
scale. My favorite part of the Craig Kilborn show when he hosted the late night thing is he would rate things on a scale from 1 to Tesh. And they would have a scale and say 1, and have just a picture of John Tesh on the other side, but with his chin on his fist, being like,
What was the?
who had hair like Dauber from Coach.
Was it the show that he wrote the theme song to, or just NBA in general?
Oh, is it? Da-da-da-da-da-da?
Yeah, it's John Tesh.
Yeah.
That's John Tesh?
The fuck yeah, it is.
Scale from 1 to Tesh.
Yeah.
I give it a Tesh.
He wrote a basketball theme. You know what?
Okay.
So, also another quick small fact: Jerry West, old-timey basketball player, is the silhouette in the NBA logo.
Yes.
Has never been paid a dime in royalties.
Awesome.
He says he would like to not be the logo anymore because he doesn't like to be looked at or have any attention given to him while he's on TV saying that. And he says that it should be a silhouette of Michael Jordan because he really brought in the new era of basketball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And people always ask him to lean, and he can't do it.
Yeah, and then he gets,
Well, he's like
unless he's
80.
hanging with Lil Wayne, get that purple lean. That's a fun joke about drugs. So yeah, we're gonna play a game. I realized now I didn't come up with the title for it while I was writing all the other shit for it. So
Why don't we just call it Double Dribble?
Double Dribble, and for the sharp-eared listener, you can hear that Marcus said that with 3 B's because it's a fun design joke as well.
Oh.
Is that the sponsor?
Sure, if they're into it.
Say that it is.
I think we said some favorable things about Dribble in the past.
Yeah,
if you want more,
go to dribble.com with 3 B's and enter the code
hashtag
Joey Chestnut eats 74 hot dogs.
to win a cruise to Limerick.
All lowercase. No, there's some uppercases in there.
But
You figure it
you
out.
guess.
All right, so this game is called Double Dribble. How it's going to work is I've taken isolated pieces of all the NBA logos we just looked at, inverted the colors
In their current state.
Inverted the colors, and then you guys have to guess what it's going to be. Now, we've done this before when we played Jeopardy for a very long time.
Oh, God,
That was like an hour long. In my head, it was great. It was fucking crazy. It was fun, and I won. It was great. But so everyone needs a buzzer word because we don't have a. Once Dribble gets on board, Dribble, and they sponsor us, we can afford buzzers. But until then, everyone would just need a word. So Jordan, what's your buzzer word?
Kawhi.
Kawhi. Ah. Aleya.
Bolus. Oh, perfecto.
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 And Marcus?
Alfredo. It's based in mayonnaise. It's
All right,
mayonnaise
so-
pasta sauce. That's
Because the
not true.
game's called Double Dribble. Before the next round, so every correct answer you get 5 points. Before the next round, if you're not doing so great, or if you're doing okay and you just want to crush everybody, you can just say Double Dribble, and then when you guess on the next one, if you get it right, you double your points. If you don't get it right, meaning somebody else gets it right first, you go back to 0.
Got it.
Dribble.
And how many questions are there?
10. That's
Cinco.
German for 10. That's 5 in Spanish, correct?
Times a 2.
And that's times 2 in Mario. All right. So everybody ready?
All right.
Nope.
All right. We got Kawhi, Alfredo, and Perfecto. Sicily. All right. Activate. Oh, shit. Wrong screen. And activate.
Alfredo.
Yep.
X.
All right. 5
points.
Just keep a finger up, I guess. Count your score. And in this game, each finger is worth 5.
Okay.
And perfecto. Sorry.
It's my word.
I know, but he just did it so well. And once I say it, it belongs to everybody. All right, ready for the next one? Anybody want to double dribble yet? Bet double of nothing, or you have 5?
Do it, Marcus.
Double.
No, because on the Jeopardy, I was the worst, so I'd like to be ahead.
I was the worst. You tied for worst with the other guy.
I just stopped participating
with
because I
Miles.
was so tired.
Yeah.
Kawhi.
All right.
Oh.
Mr. Leonard. See, it has a basketball and a star.
Wizards.
Perfecto.
Oh, good.
All right.
Ready to jump
I
on?
almost said
We don't have a-
Pelicans for some reason.
Oh. There's so many stars.
I know,
So
and
many
basketballs.
stars.
It's crazy, right?
Basketballs.
All right. So
I was
5
gonna
to
guess
5 to
Minnesota.
an
Mhm.
aspiring 5. Any double dribble? No. All right. Whatcha?
Kawhi.
Ah.
Oh.
Pistons.
Hey, perfecto. I like saying that so much. You should say it more and guess.
You're blocking me. You've taken my word.
All right.
I was-
I will go back to
What was yours? You didn't even
my
have
original one in Jeopardy. I yelled barf. That's not really celebratory, so I'll come up with a different one. All right. 5, 10, aspiring.
Alfredo.
Shit.
Thunder
Oh.
OKC.
God.
Okie dokie from Oakland, Muskogee.
Bottom brick. Okay, USA.
Brick, no hit back. All right. 10, 10. And just a positive attitude and a
Yeah.
winning disposition.
Kawhi.
All right.
Pelicans.
Hey, that's a spicy pelican.
Yep.
15, 10.
Piano.
And complete indifference from a
Hopes.
All right. So any double dribble bubble? 15, 10. You could
You go
could-
all the way to
What?
0 if you get it wrong.
Yeah,
What question
So-
number are we on right now?
correct.
5.
So you technically be tied for second with
Yeah. You don't
The-
want to risk it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you do though.
Maybe you do. You only live once.
You wipe the floor with us.
What are you going to go through life and not taste the nectarine? They're
Will you-
delicious.
Will you eat mom's spaghetti?
Hey, palms are sweaty. Alphagetti.
Perfecto.
Perfecto.
I remember that part of the song.
All right. No dribble bubble. All right. Straight up. Watcha!
Alfredo.
Kawhi. That was close.
Trailblazers. Of
15,
Portland.
15.
Who's checking
Aleya.
to see who's in there first?
The ears. Aleya, would you like to switch to co-host so you don't have to be last? All right.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Do you want to vamp during this in-between time?
No.
All right. 15-15 to co-host and me.
Their banter's so natural.
Yeah.
Ready?
Alfredo.
Really?
Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, you Nowitzki
Oh,
head.
nice.
Oh.
Nice
Yeah.
one. Nice one.
That's
nice
a
one.
weird little chunk of it, though.
It
eh?
is, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But if you think about, remember, all the colors are actually inverted. So if you think
Yeah.
about what the opposite is, you can get
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
that's
co-host would
easy.
agree. If she was able to
It's
play,
true.
you guys would have no chance.
What's the scores? 20?
Great.
20.
2015.
Really?
Jordan, you're at 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Co-host
0.
in check.
Yep.
And 20 for the Johnny Alfredo. Okay.
Johnny Alfredo.
Anybody want to double it up? Come on.
Now's your
Magic didn't get
chance.
AIDS by playing it safe.
He did double dribble.
What's his
And
son's
paid
name?
for it. Johnson?
No. Yeah.
Johnson?
Irvin.
No, his son's name.
Ken?
Nobody knows Magic. Oh,
Dave. Dave Johnson.
Joni? All right. Anybody want to double down? Go crazy.
Nope.
2015. Yep.
Alfredo.
Ah, shit. I forgot my word.
No, you're. I would have accepted. Oh,
just
shit.
started
We're just looking
making
for
a
a noise.
The Nuggets of Denver.
The Nouget.
Or the Pyramids of Las Vegas.
It's true. All right. So we got 25 for Marcus, 15 for Jordan. You could double dribble and go crazy.
How many do we have left?
Great question. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
So if you think about the math,
It's EJ.
30
Hey, great tip.
and 45 divided by 5 equals how many questions this is. Go.
I can't do that right now.
2 left.
No. I'm gonna wait.
Oh, eh? Nick Papa Giorgio, what do you say?
Well, I think I'm on a hot streak. I'm about to become a losing streak. So no.
Hot.
Regular points.
Okay. And yeah, just confirming that's correct. And next one, give it up.
Perfecto.
Nope.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Shit. No.
No, you're on the payroll now.
All right, fine.
You don't get a say.
Oh, Alfredo.
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies.
Jordan, this was yours. You like this one, man.
I just see it now.
Look at the disapproving
Right?
top lip.
Damn it.
Okay.
Do you have a tiebreaker event?
That would be great.
Yeah.
So if you go double now,
Yeah.
you could
I
match
could tie
Nick
him.
Papagiorgio over here.
Yeah,
You gotta
I'm
do
gonna-
it.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
Dribble. All right.
So then I get first guess, or do I have to call it first?
No, you got to call it.
Yeah.
It's,
You gotta call it
it's,
no matter
yeah,
what.
yeah. Okay.
it's cat in the bathtub.
And-
You got to put the balls in too.
And you got to
Yeah.
say your word too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks.
Or just sound. I'll
word.
take
Yeah.
sound.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
going for blood right now.
Technical team is on the mic.
If my mic cuts out, I'll know some shit is up.
Quiet. The Clippers.
30-30. Son of a bitch, he did it.
That would have taken me a while to get.
That's
Actually,
that's a gross little angle, isn't it?
I looked at it. What the fuck is that?
Exactly. It's
you know what it was? If you go back to it, it's the lower part of the letters with the line. I was like, I don't recognize
No,
that.
but that is telltale.
But when you zoom,
Yeah.
but when you zoom out, you can barely see the line. Like it's just
yeah. So what the fuck is that? Is also what pretty much what we said about this whole logo earlier.
Yeah.
True.
All right, I think there's
we
another one.
tied.
Tied,
I don't think there is.
but that'd be
You should have made this an odd number of questions.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
usually how
looks like
these
there's one
things
more.
work.
Maybe it's just as the end.
and the one more is. You're all winners. I'd like to thank my co-host.
You bet.
Okay, what's a tiebreaker? Is a great question to ask during the break.
There's no break.
No,
That's
no, in the break we had.
Oh,
Okay, okay, this is between Alfredo and Kawhi. Okay, which NBA team? Now we don't want to spoil. The finals are on. Do we predict is going to win the Eastern Conference Championship?
Alfredo, the Joey Chestnuts.
Want to chime in?
That's all right.
It's your namesake.
The Jerry Kings.
Oh, I like that better.
I would have said the Raptors.
I think that's. I think the Jerry Kings are the winners.
We'll take Jerry Kings. All right, Jordan's a big winner today.
All right.
Insert sound effect here.
Done. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. So thank you everybody for listening. That was fun. Thank you Jordan and Aleya for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, that was fun. It is long.
Yeah,
but it's
I'm
fun.
tired.
Yeah.
I'm really tired.
It's warm
Yeah.
in here, and that's why.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
yeah.
So speaking of nasty, check us out on social media at Worst Design Show, where we get so nasty.
So many links.
worstdesignshow.com to get all the crap we talked about. We'll put up all the images, the game, all that crap, links to whatever we talked about. We'll go up there. Also, our new playlist will be out. If anybody listened to the last one.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has.
Hey.
Playlist.
I listened to it. I
Did you?
liked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, it's just for us to discover music.
Which isn't the worst thing.
No.
Like, there's only so many times I can listen to like a No Effects album and be like, I was 14 once and this was good stuff.
Yeah.
It still is, but yeah. So go up there. We have show playlists we put together. Aleya, do you want people to talk to you on the computer anywhere?
FaceTime you
Yeah, FaceTime Aleya in a car.
Yeah, random.
from cars only.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
while driving.
Pistons Perfecto at MilwaukeeBucks.jam.
That's the run.
Yeah.
That's it.
Jordan, you want anybody to talk to you?
I'm Clark Design Co. on Twitter and Instagram. I'm not on there very much, but
It's because it's a cesspool.
Yeah.
I'm on there all the
I'm on
time.
Instagram.
I read a lot of tweets. I never tweet, and
Yeah.
I delete Instagram in an angry rage about once
Do
every
you
couple
really?
weeks. Yeah.
You seem like an angry
So you
guy.
just did you just remove it from your phone?
Yeah.
You just turn your
So
phone
you're
off.
not really
I full,
deleting it.
I full on cancel the account for like 5 months, but now I just deleted the app. But my account's still there.
Yeah, well, lingering and lurking.
Yeah, I'll be back.
One thing we used to do that we forgot to do, which we'll do again, is quickly. Aleya, why do you still give a shit about design?
Oh.
Great answer. You didn't say perfecto,
That's-
so I guess
yeah,
you don't have
no.
an answer. Okay.
That's being figured out still.
To be determined?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a therapy question.
All right, Jordan, why do you still like design?
It's just kind of fun at the end of the day, solving problems with visuals.
Sure.
In a concise manner.
Until it's time to go home, and then don't contact me or ask me to do anything.
Yeah.
So thanks everybody for listening. Find us on all the things you find us on. And remember, making pictures for a living ain't that bad. And if you think it is, you're the worst. Bye.